with Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill. He promised Chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to wane, but all is fine as long as Chad's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to enjoy, like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran through to feel so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His support is also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Most victims across the board we charge toward because this code can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch it creep, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machine. He's not in burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if our true fans chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bike, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of Clawless Cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that tits are well and they were right. With drama he will react, but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Three streams nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day, and with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end.
Fuck the fuck off.
Oh shit. Gee, I forgot that kind of happens as soon as you fucking go switch the scene. Oh, let me just mute that for a second. So, hey guys, King Jad here. Welcome to DSP Bingo for it is today, Wednesday the 5th of March 2025. I do hope you're all doing very well indeed. And thank you very much to Anders Pack for gifting 5 members to the channel. Right during the intro, Anders Pack gifted 5 members, which means we've got 1 free space already for the bingo. So thank you, Anders Pack, for that gift of 5 members. Congratulations to the following people. Forget the membership. Congratulations to Stroyer, Jules, the B-Stars fan. What the? B-Stars fan? I don't know. Names are complicated, especially when there's no fucking space. But thank you. So well done to Stroyer, Jules, the B-Stars fan, Who's Poppin', Keo, and finally Sideshow Raheem. So there we go. Jesus Christ, I can't fucking talk today. But thank you very much, Anders Pack, for getting 5 members. If you just got membership there, make sure you thank Anders Pack for his kindness there. Good stuff indeed. So yeah, we've already got a free space before we even begun bingo, so that's a great start to the bingo. If I do say so myself. Fantastic stuff. Holy shit, and Who's Poppin'? Who's Poppin' has just gifted 5 members themselves. So thank you very much to Who's Poppin'. Having just received a membership, Who's Poppin' has decided to gift 5 himself, and congratulations to the following 5 for receiving the membership. Congratulations to Bob Starsky, Darwin Finch, G McFly, Ray BS13, and Bugle912. So there we go. We have 2 free spaces for the bingo today, thanks to Anders Pack and Who's Poppin', each gifting 5 memberships. If you just got a membership there, make sure you thank Anders Pack or Who's Poppin'. If you just got a membership, right there, gifted to you. So good stuff indeed. Oh my goodness. So yeah, today is bingo, and today is a very special day for Phil Burnell because he's going to be stuffing his face full of pizza. On the strange pretext that it's a fucking reward for his audience, he's going to stuff his face full of fucking pizza with multiple fucking camera angles. Jesus fucking Christ. But before the pizza stuff happens, he's going to be playing gameplay first, and his gameplay for the day stream anyway is fucking playing Black Ops 6, and he's trying to tie in the whole theme with Black Ops having the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you know, in the game, you know, as a DLC thing. Yeah. Big deal, yeah. That's his whole thing. Oh shit, I forgot to unmute, sorry. Let me refresh that.
Oh my god, what's up?
I forgot to unmute the notification, sorry, my bad. So thank you very much to Kill Denson for the super chat as well, who says Phil made an awkward kissing face yesterday. I heard that Phil was purposefully, deliberately having his face close to the camera and refused to fucking get away from the camera until people gave him money. Is that true? But he had this kind of strange little standoff where he was deliberately uncomfortably close to the camera, and he refused to move unless people just fucking wailed with donations. That is just like peak desperation right there. Like, fuck me, man. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm sorry for no bingo yesterday, but we're back here today. There might be a couple more bingos I'll miss between now and the rest of the month, essentially. I'm not sure. I'll try and let you guys know if there's any more bingos I can't make between now and the end of March, but it might be 1 or 2 that I'll be having to miss. But yeah, it's just the way it goes sometimes. But yeah, we'll be here tomorrow. Here today, here tomorrow, here Friday. Should be anyway, hopefully. All goes to plan. But yeah, Phil has been quite smug the last couple of days, simply because, well, goals have been hit. And why were goals been hit? Because Phil was flat out just demanding his audience fucking give him money or else. And his citizens including counting questionable contributions and strange member bombs from brand new accounts which Phil wasn't sure whether to trust or not. You know, unknown sources of these all these random new names coming out of nowhere with very deep pockets is very suspicious, isn't it? You know, very strange how they came out of nowhere. Just as soon as Iron Chef Sakai gets given the good old fashioned leaning manual ban from Phil, that another whale out of nowhere seems to appear, you know what I mean? Very suspicious indeed, you know? It's like, it's almost like it just, you know, it's like, it's too coincidental, you know? But yeah. A couple of videos to show off. First of all, Repsy put together a video of Evil AJ. So Phil was playing Street Fighter 2, his beloved Street Fighter 2, you know, is the one game that Phil claims he's best at. And he was playing online against people, and Evil AJ was his opponent for a lot of it, and Evil AJ wiped the goddamn fucking floor with Phil Burnell. And Phil at first took it somewhat reasonably well, you know what I mean? He even was quite praiseful of Evil AJ and his abilities in the game, but that didn't last long. The more Evil AJ whipped Phil's arse, the more assault flowed from Phil, the more excuses flowed, and the more the toxicity grew from Phil. You'll see for yourself here.
People are asking, do you want me to switch to Super Turbo already, guys? We can if you want. But I don't know if we're going to find anyone. Let's see. Like I said, sadly, this version of Super Turbo, number one, runs too fast. So the game already has issues. And then it always was laggy when I played it in the collection. But
this camera angle right here is awful, by the way. We're too damn close to him. I mean, it's too big. Do not like. Also, I'm going to speed it up to 1.5.
It's the only real way you can play Super Turbo right now. The other one tapped out Fighting Collection. Oh my god, it's Evil AJ. He got it. He bought it to play me. Against his freaking Lag Blanca. You know what? Watch this. Evil AJ. Mirror match. Oh, I missed the combo. I couldn't move at all. I was frozen in the corner. I literally couldn't move. I was trying to jump, and Blanca just stood there and got hit 4 times in a row. Great game. I'll mess with Chun-Li. I couldn't move.
Silent like crabs.
I'm gonna try Zangief. It's probably a horrible idea. Yep. It's a complete counter match, but I'm trying to get in on him. And I forgot about Green Hand. Dude, I forgot I even have Green Hand since the long since I played Super Turbo. That was a good move. Yep, that's a complete anti-air. Will stop anything I'm doing in the air. Is light kick. Also, standing medium as well. Standing medium claws you out of the air, and you can't do a jump on. That was a good match. Evil AJ is decent with Blanca. He is. So if I fight him, I'll do like low to mid-tier matches with him. Again? All right, if he keeps picking Blanca, I'm just gonna go mid-tier. I'm not gonna go top tier again. Oh, lag right there, son. Oh, lag again. Oh, okay. I was jabbing and stopped jabbing and it gave him a free throw. Every time I did it, that was a guaranteed 360, and the game won't give it to me. It dropped it like 4 times in a row. Anyone know how to pick old T-Hawk? Oh my god. Yo, when he does Blanca Ball, it lags? Every time he does Blanca Ball, the game lags. Every time he does Blanca Ball, the game actually freezes, and I can't do anything. Every single time. It's like it drops frames, and I can't do nothing at all. I couldn't do anything. He did Blanca Ball, and it froze. Dude, he could do Blanca Balls the whole round. I can't do anything. It freezes. Again, I can't actually block the Blanca Ball. I can't. He did it again. I couldn't block it. So it's when he's doing Blanca Ball, the game actually drops all inputs on my side. I can't even block it or do nothing. So every time he Blanca Balls, it's a free hit. You heard me press the button, right? You heard me pressing it to stop it? I was stopping his throw with the jab drop. Oh, again, nothing. I can't do anything. It's actually quite awful. Wow. What? How did he mash throw? I did meaty, and the game gave him mashed throw. See, that's all fucked up. Wow, it's seriously all fucked up.
So this point is 7-1. Evil AJ had joy. Evil AJ had fun. Evil AJ was busy whipping Phil's arse 7-1. You know, and the excuses start flowing from Phil here, you know what I mean? There's nothing they can do. It's the game's lagging up whenever fucking Blanca Ball comes or whatever. The excuses start here. The toxicity begins now. Evil AJ is no longer a decent player at the game or whatever, but he's like some sort of fucking brain dead, like, you know, try hard, lose or whatever. It's always picking an overpowered character or whatever. It's funny how quickly the narrative changes from Phil Burnell whenever things aren't going his way. 7-1. The evil detractor is beating the former semi-pro 7-1 at this point in time.
Oh, this is even worse than I thought because, you know, when you're playing on console, you don't realize because it's already so laggy. So now the lag's not so bad. You can see the game has horrible programming issues. Every time he did block a ball, I couldn't react at all. I couldn't even block it on reaction. It was a free hit every fucking time. Wow, this is awful. I couldn't do anything. Look, again, he jumped. I pressed jab, nothing. Then it gives him a hit string. Then I press the button to stop the throw trap. It doesn't stop the throw trap. Yo, the game is awful. The game is legit, almost unplayable. It's a button masher fest because it fucking is so laggy and drops inputs. That's awful, dude. Like, none of these matches are legit. That's absolutely awful. I don't know what to do to stop the jumping. I don't know what stops Blanca's jumping. I'm trying every button, and I'm getting hit. I can't stop his jumping mashing. I can't do it. I know there's a way to do it. I don't know what it is. He's the master of fucking online button mashing with Blanca. He seriously is. It literally won't let me do anything. I'm pressing buttons. It doesn't do anything. It just drops them all. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty much unplayable, which is awful. You know, he's just gonna jump around and mash buttons, and the game drops all the inputs that I'm doing to interrupt the hit strings. Because he's doing hit strings that you can interrupt, and I'm doing it like, okay, let me do the jab to interrupt it. Let me do the throw that interrupts it. It doesn't come out. His button mashing beats it because the fucking online netcode sucks in this game. So, and you saw, every time he does fierce block ball, I'm not kidding you, I can't do anything. It actually drops so many frames that you can't block a fierce block ball. So he was doing it from mid-screen. Every time he was doing it, I was getting hit. I'm like, the fuck? So, all right, hold on one second, everyone. My wife just got home, so I want to go see her, obviously. All right, well, we'll try again, guys, but if I just keep facing dumbass evil AJ and his laggy Blanca that basically abuses the netcode of this collection, I'm not going to play the fucking ranked anymore. We'll see.
That was a good match. Evil AJ is decent with Blanca. He is.
But the narrative has changed. Went from fucking saying that evil AJ was actually decent with Blanca to saying, oh, bitch ass, laggy ass evil AJ with a broken Blanca.
Here we go. See, I can counter bullshit too online. I can easily spank this fucking scrub. So I'll try one more time if it's him again. I'm just not gonna keep playing Super Turbo. I'll go play another game. Fucking loser.
I mean, Phil says that, but he gets his arse whipped again a couple more times anyway.
What a loser. Fine, I'll fucking spank you again and I'll play another game because I don't want to play you all day because you suck. It's dropping it every time. I can't even do anything. I literally couldn't do it. It dropped every input I did in a row.
I love how he was bragging. I'm going to spank you one more time. Evil AJ got a perfect on you there. It looks like. Look, here's Evil AJ's health bar completely full. There's Honda's health bar completely fucking empty.
Bro, every fucking input. What a piece of shit game. But you see what I mean? This guy literally sat on this collection since the day it came out to learn how to abuse it and just mashes buttons and gets away with it. Like, it's actually dropping input constantly. They're like, you playing it? And this guy's such a fucking loser. He actually mastered this broken collection no one cares about. What a fucking idiot. So he counterpicks too. He picks, oh, well, this is a plain counterpick match. Yeah, I'm not gonna play him anymore because he's gonna fucking just stalk me all day if I try to play Super Turbo, so I'm not gonna play this anymore. I'm just gonna play the other games. There's no point playing this because it's unplayable. What a dunce version of the game. It's sad. Super Turbo is so good, and this version is so fucking bad. It's just pathetic. Well, Evil AJ proving once again after over a decade.
So that's 15-3. The final score there, Phil Burnell, the former semi-pro ever, got 3 victories. Evil AJ got 15.
He's the most limp dick loser obsessed with me on the planet. Literally the collection that he found out how to abuse. He stalks me and won't let me play anyone in Super Turbo. I mean, if you could be any more of a life loser, I don't know how. He's actually over a decade later still stalking me in this fucking game in an awful connection. So, anyway.
I mean, I would actually have to disagree with that, Phil, in that regard. You know what I mean? Does he keep tabs on you sometimes when you're playing fighting games? Yes. Why? He is also passionate about fighting games. He's not just someone that fucking bought the collection just because you fucking had it. He likes the game. He enjoys the game. He likes to play the game. And so it's like, you know, why wouldn't he enjoy wiping the floor with you after the fucking years and years and years of toxicity you have thrown his way? Evil AJ, that's what I'm saying. Evil AJ, right? Let's be very fair to Evil AJ, right? Yeah, let's pretend we're neutral for a second. Obviously, we all like Evil AJ and what he's fucking delivered as a detractor. He created this I don't play, you know what I mean? And it just fucking, and Phil for years blamed it as a fucking downfall and all that shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's ignore that for a fucking second. Evil AJ doesn't really feel like doing any other Phil, you know, content about Phil. You know, he actively chose not to do that. He enjoys making his own gaming content. Yes, he keeps tabs on detractor stuff, you know what I mean? But he doesn't care about doing anything about Phil, if that makes sense. He could very easily, and he'd probably fucking make bang doing it, you know what I mean? But no, he chooses not to because he doesn't need to. So yeah, like, the excuses, the bizarre excuses Phil's coming up with here is just ridiculous. So this guy's going to stalk me all night. I mean, you're asking people to fucking play you, Phil. And you're literally, you're telling people to come and find you and play or whatever. And then when it happens, you're upset the person keeps beating your arse.
Fucking life-losing piece of shit. Yeah, I'm on. I'll go play somebody else in another game then. I'm just not gonna play the same idiot all fucking day because the guy's a loser and he thinks that like he measures the length of his EP-ness depending on if he can beat me in this collection, which is an awful collection in lags, and he can mash buttons and win with Blanca. So if I just keep facing him over and over, I'm just not gonna fucking play Super Turbo for now. I'm not gonna waste time. Good matches, you know, against some of these people, except Evil AJ. He's a piece of shit. Everyone else is good. Can I play Sagat? The problem is no one's playing Alpha 3, and I can't play Super Turbo because Evil AJ keeps joining and being, you know, retarded and not playing the game for real. So I can't pick Sagat. I don't want to play against him because he's just an idiot. He fucking ruins the game using the bad netcode.
Hold on. He ruins the game by not playing the game for real.
There is evil dipshit, lip dick. How do you think it must be to be one of these people online? Like, your only accomplishment ever in your entire life was that you made a video making fun of someone's gameplay like a decade ago that went viral.
So this is from Evil AJ's channel. Most popular video, of course, is I don't play Metal Gear Solid 3, 2.4 million views. And some of the other videos as well have done quite well for numbers, you know what I mean? I don't, also this is how you don't plays, but not just that though, you know what I mean? He's made his own videos as well. This is how you do play Metal Gear Solid 4. The big boss run and Guns of the Patriots, and the same for Metal Gear Solid 2, the big boss run as well. Playing the hardest fucking difficulty in these fucking games, showing people how it's fucking done because he's passionate about these fucking games. He's not just someone, it's not just some, like he's a passionate gamer. You know what I mean? First and foremost, Evil AJ, he's a passionate fucking gamer and he shares his fucking passion, you know, with people when he wants to fucking share them. It's like, and Phil can't handle it. The best part is, like, Evil AJ doesn't need to do anything new to upset Phil. Like, he lives rent-free in Phil's head and has for a long fucking time. The last piece of content Evil AJ made about Phil Burnell was years and years and years ago, and yet Phil still cannot handle the fact that he exists, essentially. It's just beautiful. Evil AJ doesn't need to do anything. He just turns up, whips Phil's arse at a game because he's better at the game than Phil, and then leaves without saying a word.
But then everyone else copied you and did it better, so you lost all prominence and no one ever cared about you ever again. So then many years later, you stalk that person you made the video about in a broken fighting game collection online and abuse it. You don't even play it, you just abuse it. The broken code of it, right? Like, that's it. That's all this guy will ever be known for in life. Not even like on the internet. Like in his life. He'll be dead. He'll be on his deathbed thinking about me. It's really sad.
But the strange coping here is just ridiculous. It really is a bizarre amount of fucking coping. Just somebody beating a video game, and so in turn, I'm going to fucking say this person has zero life other than the fact that I'm no life ever. Like, I would argue that Evil AJ is like, you know, like, when's the last time you see Evil AJ like do detractor stuff outside of it? You know, he'll post on Twitter, but that's essentially it. He is busy with his life, with his work, with enjoying gaming himself. However, he's not constantly on other detractor shows. He's not constantly making detractor content himself because he's busy enjoying his life and living his life. You know, you're a very small part of most detractors' lives, Phil.
Play, despite the lag, despite evil, you know, dickless, limp dick loser, I still had a good time today.
Yep. Can't disagree with that. Evil AJ will forever live rent-free in Phil's fucking oddest-shaped head. Speaking of which, hold on a second here. What the fuck's going on here? Be nicer to Amaranth because you're a white knighting for her while you're married. That's a pretty dumb statement to make, lol. I'm sure it's a new detracting me on something, who gives a crap. What? Is a detracting meme about fucking Phil Burnell white knighting Amaranth? Jesus, and it says fucking pizza time. Fuck off, Phil. Ah, Jesus Christ. Anyway, there's a Snort Burnell compilation as well that I thought we could enjoy together, you know what I mean? So, DSP devouring Argentine members, charging his fans for free streams, mediocrity, plus $39 in fake tips. So yeah, let's see exactly what happened. This is from, I believe this is all from your 3 stuff that I missed, so yeah. Let's see precisely what happened and what Phil was like yesterday.
Kaiba is dropping membership bombs left and right here. Thank you, Kaiba. Now that I'm looking at it, Kaiba, I can't confirm that Kaiba's membership bombs are real or not, which sucks because he dropped one earlier and I counted it towards the goal. It's a brand new channel. It just was made today. So I don't know where, you know, who Kaiba is, you know. Let me take another look. Yeah, it's literally a brand new channel, so it has no content. So it very well could be someone who does support my content and just wants to protect their identity, or it could be fake.
Shout out to Only Iced Coffee.
So I don't know if I should count these or not. I counted them earlier. There was like a bomb of 10 or 20 members earlier, and I counted them. But maybe I shouldn't have, because I don't know if these are real or not now. 'Cause I don't know who this is. There's actually no way to tell for a couple days. It sucks, but what you have to wait to do is wait for the stream to basically get like older, and then you can check revenue on it. It has happened where people come in and they're like, you know, I want to support, but I definitely don't want to, you know, get identified and harassed by your trolls. So I'm just going to make a brand new account.
Shout out to Only Iced Coffee.
Yeah, Kaiba had gifted 10, 15 earlier. Kaiba had gifted 15 memberships earlier. Read your last comment. You had to make a brand new account. It wasn't allowing you to donate. See, I believe you. Like, I actually believe you, because some people, this has been the problem. Like, they're having issues doing certain things, or they're getting harassed, so they make a new account to contribute. And you certainly didn't do anything negative. But at the same time, it's hard to trust with all the crap that I've had. You know what I mean? All the scumbags. Not that you're...
It's hard to trust, you know. You need to give me more money in a variety of different ways so I can trust you.
One, I'm just saying, I've had a lot of scumbags messing around.
Oh my god, he's drinking wheelchair donations.
Only YouTube is stupid enough to have this weird variable currency. Another one of their moronic, likely leftist policies. Oh, we feel bad for the people who have a lower valued currency, so therefore we have to adjust. Yeah, but then people abuse it, you dumb fucks. Like, don't you understand human nature? Human nature is find a way to abuse every system and turn it to your favor. And if you don't have...
Phil, if you're not a fan of how YouTube conducts their business, then you can take your fucking business elsewhere.
Safeguards in place or things in place, people will just abuse it. And YouTube, the management over at YouTube is so dumb. They literally are just so brain dead stupid. They care more about these kind of dumb things than actually making their site work, their business profitable. They're morons.
Greed is a strong thing. And when you're at the top and all you see are the dollar signs, you don't actually see how things affect the people under you.
Yeah, I don't know. Kaiba now isn't saying anything. They said in the chat, oh, this is legit. I just was trying to make a new account because I couldn't do it on another one. And all of a sudden we said, hey, just send a small super chat or send a tip to verify that you're real, and nothing. Crickets. So I won't count it then, unless we get verification.
So as long as we keep getting people to show up, engage, and support with these LEGO streams, I will keep doing them. But if all of a sudden it dries up and no one's showing up and no one's here hanging out and no one supports the streams, then we're going to stop. Okay?
All right, well, Kaiba did a $4.99 super chat and says, I didn't know this was a legit request. Well, Kaiba, you have to understand, we don't know who to trust. People have been messing with me for over 3 years now doing this. At one point, it almost broke my YouTube page because I couldn't get any legit members. I'm not even kidding you, I had something like 3,000 fake members, of which I was getting paid like 20 bucks for. So no one could legitimately get a membership because so many fake memberships existed. It was a nightmare. And it was really hurting me a couple years ago. But then it kind of more leveled out. People started supporting in more varied ways. Now I'm on Kick, so the Kick subs, you can't even do that. You know what I'm saying?
I love how the narrative is always, you know, like, Phil cannot stay consistent with how much fucking money he gets for per Argentinian member bomb. Because remember, not long ago, Phil, one of Phil's detractors and trolls gave Phil a 50 member bomb as an Argentinian member bomb. But Phil somehow found a way to count it it should count towards his goal. Because I think somebody gave him like a 50 member bomb and he counted it as like $15. But 3,000 members count as 20. It makes sense of that one. You know, it doesn't seem to tally up, does it?
So what do you guys think? Should we count it? That was a legit super chat. That was a legit one and it wasn't Argentinian. Count the $4.99 only. Dunsfelter said, boy, Kaiba, you gotta listen to this. Dunsfelter says, it took him way too long to send it. He definitely had to switch his VPN in order to do it. So what people are saying is, Kaiba, that if you're gonna support, you should do a legit super chat rather than these members because they don't trust you. And those are the viewers. That's not even me. Those are the viewers. It's not even me being like paranoid. When the viewers are saying that, you definitely know that I've been through some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even the streamer saying it. The viewers are like, no, be skeptical. Don't count it because you got fucked so many times. So I hope you understand. Here's what I can count. I can count the $5 super chat because that legit was American dollars. It says right on it. And once a super chat comes through, it actually cannot be undone. So that for sure can be counted here.
It's gross. It's for this. It's not because they love what they're doing. It's not because for the love of the game or because they're true gamers. It's for this. And this is what it's become. It's not about putting out a quality review. It's not about putting out a quality playthrough or quality stream. It's about making this. Oh, so now listen, he just said in chat, my cards weren't working. I don't know why you can't be grateful for what I have sent. So now wait a minute. Here we go. So wait a minute, let me get this straight. I'm explaining to you how I've been screwed over in the past for over 3,000 members, which almost destroyed my YouTube channel. And now you're gonna actually come at me and say I'm being ungrateful because I'm being skeptical about counting contributions towards my business. Damn, that's impressively ungrateful.
That's what you guys are doing right now. If you support this stream tonight, you are supporting the next Lego set, is what you're doing.
Wait, what? No. The Lego was meant to be a reward goal, remember? Remember, him doing this Lego stream instead of eating fast food was meant to be a reward for the audience. Like, hey, audience, thank you very much for giving me all that money to hit this goal. Your reward is me building Lego. And now Phil has completely changed the narrative, whereas you need to fucking give him tons of money while he builds Lego. So the reward for the audience is to have him demand more money for continuing that reward.
Really? Okay. Here we go. That's 3.
Disgusting beggar.
Guys, let's go. Please, let's get some more support for the Lego Nights. I appreciate everyone who has contributed. Obviously, like I told you guys, I'm enjoying this. This is something different. It's outside of my comfort zone. It's something I'm enjoying doing. I want to be able to continue doing them and getting future Lego sets, but I do need your support. If engagement and support dies out, we're not going to keep doing them. Right now, yeah, this definitely is a big dip from last week. It'd be great to hit the goal by the end of the night. Okay. And by the way, can we get some subs over on Kick besides Dr. Lexus? It shouldn't be all on Dr. Lexus's back. He's been giving out subs all night. Okay?
I'm a beggar on my streams. I just keep asking for my fans for support.
Yeah. They shorted me a single piece. This sucks. I am missing one piece. Oh, man, that really blows. We're doing so well with the build. The heck did I do? Huh. What did I do here? Aha! Wow, Ren Jesse James has the best eye in history. He noticed I accidentally put an extra piece on. So I actually need to use the removal tool.
So you weren't paying attention to what you're fucking doing. You fucked up, so it was your fault and not Lego's fault. Okay.
Oh, crap. Well, this is a problem.
Oh my god, he doesn't know how to use this. Oh, what's he trying? How is it? Hold on, Phil's going live now? I thought I seen somebody say Phil's going live. I got tricked. Wait, is stream's not even live yet? Or is it live? It is live. Then where the hell is it here? Why you no play? Well, bugger me. Well, I guess we'll fucking just go here instead and fucking.
That's 3.
Oh, fuck me. He's got a fucking soundboard, clown mode shit going already. Fuck off. I'll just fucking round the fucking idiot. Jesus. Yeah, my stream wasn't even like. I don't know why the fucking didn't load properly, but there you go. Fuck me. Hold on. Right, here we go. We're not starting yet. I'm just fucking putting them on pause and we'll fucking build up speed up just not crap. Yeah, just let me know if I was going live. But I don't know why I streamed didn't even begin on my end. But there we go. There we go. Cool. And let's get back to the compilation from Snort Brunel of Phil trying to remove a Lego piece.
I definitely see where I put it on extra and wasn't supposed to. But I can't get it off. I even have the removal tool.
Why are you using the wrong end of the removal tool though?
It won't come off. Crud. It's too small. Shit, it will not budge at all. It is on there so tight and hard. It is not budging in any way.
This is embarrassing. This is actually fucking embarrassing to see Phil screw up this monumentally. It's not budging. He's not thinking I'm using the tool wrong. He's thinking, you know, oh, I'm so strong that it refuses to come off. Like, how? Just how?
Wow,
Will he work out, or someone to tell him how to do it? He's still
I can't get it off.
He's not changed strategy whatsoever. He keeps doing
Use
the same
the other
thing.
end of the tool, the bottom part, not the studded part.
Someone have to tell him directly how to
Oh
fucking do
wow,
it.
it's amazing.
Oh my god.
Wow, Ren Jesse James knows his Legos. Yo, that's cool. It takes the part off.
Duh, like how stupid.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I need to see that one more time. Also, it takes a part off. He turned a simple word like part, and he fucking somehow threw a bit of twang on there. Part.
Oh wow, it's amazing. Wow, Ren Jesse James knows his Legos. Yo, that's cool. It takes the part off.
Duh, like how stupid can you be?
Alright. So in reality, they gave me extra pieces, and I got confused.
Ah, son of a bitch. Random Neil Druckmann ranting coming. Why does Phil feel the need to toxically rant about more successful individuals than him within the gaming, the gaming, like the gaming world? You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who it is. It's like fucking it's Neil Druckmann or whatever, or it's like Kojima or fucking someone else, or what's his name, Phil Spencer, Xbox, whatever. It's almost going to be somebody for him to fucking have an angry, toxic rant towards within some sort of gaming thing. Probably because they're far more successful than he's ever been.
And I put him on an extra spot. Yeah.
Man, I'm stupid. Thank you so much to King Dog Hearts Fan for a very generous $50 tip. I've never run into this thing before. What is it, a money creature? Yeah, look, it's a money creature. It just throws money around. What the hell was that? I'm enjoying your Lego stream. Well, thank you, whoever this is. It's an anonymous $10 tipper. I received a $29 tip. I'm the one with the successful YouTube channel. Me, Ree. That is it for today's content. Tomorrow, what are we doing? Well, first stream tomorrow will be the Level 1 podcast, where we're going to talk about how everything went today. If there's any further game news or anything, we'll talk about that. And tomorrow...
Oh wait, there was 2 last-second wheel tips, which added up to exactly the goal he needed to hit. Well, that's not suspicious whatsoever.
Tomorrow's daytime stream is the big pizza party. So what are we going to do? It will be, number 1, Black Ops 6 Ninja Turtles event. Quite frankly, if you really want to know the truth, I think the people who have midlife crises, people who have a very, very traditional formulaic life, okay? People who have a job that they absolutely hate. I hate everything I'm doing, and I'm just stuck doing it. Why do I avoid chat so much? Because isn't it obvious I completely hate people? I just want more money. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time.
There we go. This is, in case you're wondering, it's one big long outro with all these robust clips, but I always wait for that. But I always wait for WWE Champions time clip to fucking play them, and okay, we can leave. We've got to fucking play it as far as WWE Champions time. You know, big up to Snarp Elf now, a robust compilation. Jesus Christ, man. It looks like I didn't miss much yesterday then from Phil. Being an absolute toxic, clownish piece of shit. I was like, if I imagine the bingo happened yesterday, then we would have got tons of free spaces for begs. So it looks like begging was a main part of the podcast yesterday. Anyway, I need a random number for the bingo card, and the second number in chat I see will be the number I use today's bingo. The second number I see. Not the first, but the second. Technically, so Moki was first with a number, and technically Sonny was second. But Sonny turned it into a fucking goddamn math formula. and I don't have time to figure it out. I can't be arsed figuring this shit out. I can't be arsed doing math. Plus, doesn't math always change anyway? But so, even though technically Sonny was second, I'm tempted just to fucking go with who's popping because I actually had a fucking number, not a fucking math problem for me to try and fucking work out and get a calculator open for. So yeah, sorry, Sonny, but I can't be arsed trying to work out your math. I mean, or we could, you know, fuck. I mean, what is the answer to this? Okay, hold on. 32 minus 3, 69. Nice. Plus 5. Alright, 74. Multiplied by 8. 74 times 8. Fuck me, my dumbass fucking. 74 times 8 is a bingo number then. Which, wait, hold on. Am I wrong? Whose problem says it's 69 times 8? If it's 72, oh, for fuck's sake, if it's 72 minus 3 is 69, then you add on 5, which is 74. And then you multiply that by 8. I've got a swan as 74. Plus, you know, 74 times 8. And the answer to that, of course, is, balls. I pressed the wrong button. Don't mind me. I didn't even mean to press a button. I didn't even press a fucking button in the fucking thing. It just happened. Shit. I accidentally fucking pressed a button in Stream Deck. Disaster Stream, you're damn right it is. Fuck me. 74 times 8 is... well, it's fucking about 700 and... or 600 and... I don't know. Oh my god. What shit. It's not 220, that's damn sure not the answer. Wait, hold on a fucking second. I'm cheating. I was trying to look at my head, but my head is too dumb right now and too tired to try and fucking calculate shit. So 74 multiplied by 8, 592. Fuck it. Look there. Jesus Christ, man. Sonny, name me a math for you. It breaks my tiny wee brain. 592. So this is the bingo card we have for today's show. Thank you, Sonny, for kind of picking the fucking bingo card for us to use for today's show. We need Phil to say and do the following. We need him to say fuck. There you go. New games, him touching his eye, and him saying support. The second row is Phil bumping his microphone, him saying feedback, on demand, him being all toxic, and him saying life. The third row is Phil saying by the way, him saying or doing Q&A, him saying momentum, behind the scenes and help. The fourth row is Phil's voice cracking, him saying literally king tips and him discussing drama. The fifth and final row is Phil saying what the fuck are you talking about, him displaying some usual jealousy, him saying detractor or trolls, him saying actually, and finally him saying here's the thing or deal. So there we go. That's the bingo board we have for today's show. Oh, balls. Never mind that. That was just that. Never mind what happened there. I wasn't even me press a button that time. That was just the fucking thing being weird. But yeah, we're all good though. We're all good now. Yeah. So that is the bingo card we have for today's show. Cool. Good stuff indeed. Now, there's a variety of ways for us to get free spaces to help us on our way to a full house bingo card. For example, if Phil burps, sips or snorts 10 times, we get a free space for every 10 of those he does. For every 3 minutes and 20 seconds that Phil begs, we get a free space for that as well. For every 5 new or rejoining members to the bingo, we get a free space as well. And finally, if we get 100 likes on this bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, not only do we get 3 free spaces, the bingo card, but we also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes on the bingo stream. We are starting today's bingo with 2 free spaces, because Who's Poppin' and Anders Pack both gifted 5 members each to the channel at the start of the stream. So straight away we have 2 free spaces, which is very kind of them indeed, to help us on our way to hopefully get a full house today on the bingo card. Now of course, there's a couple more things to go through, but I'm going to let Phil Burnell explain that for me.
Well, hello everyone, Phil Burnell here, letting you know about King Jad's Bingo and Marbles gameplay on YouTube. Now, you need to leave a post in the community tab to enter, and that's it. A lucky winner will be picked by playing Marbles at the end of the month. It is just that easy, any mouth-drooling idiot can do it.
Thank you very much, Phil, you piece of shit. And Chantel Shoulderfly is actually saying something which I have kind of noticed myself. They're saying, are you happy that Phil turned his noise gate off so we can hear all the robust wet snorts now? Do you think he'll ever notice it he turned it off? I'm not entirely sure. what I have noticed is I don't have to boost the noise. You know, at first I had to kind of boost the volume for Phil's stuff, but the last couple of bingos we've done, it felt like that's not been necessary, which means the noise gate is probably cancelled or turned off accidentally or something. Yeah, so it helps. Obviously, no noise gate means it helps us hear all these snorts and hear all these little burps as well and all that shit. I mean, so it does benefit Bingo, you know. Will Phil have noticed? Probably not, because he's fucking ignorant for everything when it comes to these sort of fucking things. But yeah, anyway, almost ready to start Bingo. The only thing left for me to do is just to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
Hello there.
Okay, and on that note, it's time Bingo. Good luck, everybody. Here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone. Guess what? The mutagen is flowing. It is time to mutate.
Who
That sounded
fucking
weird. But
cares?
it is time for a pizza party here on DSP Gaming. After a week of support and anticipation, today is the big day. On the podcast, we will take a look at 2 different menus and decide what we actually want to order for our pizza-themed episode of DSP Tries It. Plus, I'll be playing Black Ops 6 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles event to unlock the nunchucks and use the skateboard and do all kinds of Ninja Turtles-related stuff. So it's going to be a great stream. But in addition to that, we got a few other things to discuss, including a new news story involving Neil Druckmann and the possibility that there may not be a Last of Us 3. Well, yeah, and in addition to that, we're going to talk about the schedule and more, and how did Legos go last night. We'll talk about all of this. It's going to be a great show right here on today's
fucking
episode
cares?
of the Level 1 Podcast.
What all the shite. Oh, you know, it's not a short intro, he's got a long intro today. Fantastic. Long intro. Can hold on. What's this? Oh, for God's sake, it's too far. Went too far. Yeah, YouTube's been a bit weird for me today, it looks like. YouTube's been a bit temperamental, annoyingly.
Alrighty, what is going on, everyone? Good morning and welcome to the show. Today is Wednesday, the 5th of March, 2025. If you're watching this on demand on YouTube, I actually forgot to hit record, and I started recording right at the end of the intro. All you missed was the cold open, so
Who
no big deal
fucking
there.
cares?
I hope that you're all in good spirits, and if not, I hope the show gets you into them today. It is the big pizza party stream. It's going to be pretty exciting to do a DSP Tries It with pizza. I haven't done one like this in a long time. I was actually looking yesterday during my late night stream, like when was the last time that I had actually done like a fast food pizza, you know, DSP Tries It. In reality, I've barely done any. I was searching around and it's like, so I did Little Caesars once. I did Pizza Hut 2 or 3 times over the course of like 15 years. I definitely did Papa John's a few times. And I actually had found out that the last 2 times I'd done Papa John's was in 2021, we did when they added their stuffed crust pizza. So that was like 4 years ago.
Who fucking cares?
And then I think it was around 3 years ago, we did a side-by-side taste testing of their Papadilla sandwiches. Spoiler, they weren't very good, okay? Domino's, I've almost never tried. I could only find one episode of DSP Tries It where I tried Domino's, and it was from like 2012 or 2011. It was like insanely old. It was like episode 12. So no matter what we decide to do today, it's going to be kind of unique for the show. I just have not really done much with this fast food style pizza. And I'm excited to see what we try. I definitely want to do something that's like a stuffed crust, and then I'm thinking to get a different kind of crust. I don't know if we want to do like a New York style or a thin crust or something else. And then I want to pick an appetizer off of one of the menus. So basically, it's like 3 different things we're taste testing with a new camera angle, which will be awesome to have this like top-down camera. I can show you the food up close.
Who fucking
That'll be kind of
cares?
neat. And so that's going to go down today. During the show, we're going to look at the 2 menus and determine if we're going to order from Domino's or Pizza Hut. And then later today, when my wife gets home from work, I'm actually going to order, you know, and have it show up right at the tail end of the Call of Duty gameplay around, you know, 4 p.m.-ish Pacific time. So there you go. And again, thank you guys. You've been so supportive this last week, hitting multiple goals, getting us to this, you know, reward right basically on time when I wanted to. So thank you so very much. So now, by the way, now that we've done that, as you can see, we are now working towards goal 50. Now, goal 50 is a special one. Why? Because every 50 goals hit, I do something different rather than a taste test or a little thing here. It's a big event. We're going to do a day-long marathon, and everything is pointing towards a 5 Nights at Freddy's torture-thon. And you might say, what? Torture-thon? Why would 5 Nights at Freddy's be torture? Well, here's the deal. I have only played 5 Nights at Freddy's a couple of times, okay? Once, many years ago, I believe it was during a Halloween marathon. And then years later, it was a different... So I think the first time it was 5 Nights at Freddy's 1, and then many, many years later, I believe it was 5 Nights at Freddy's sister location, is it called? It was just one of the more modern ones, okay? And both times I played this game, I thought it was awful. The first time, it didn't even look good. You know, it's all pixelated graphics, and it's just looking at cameras. And I was just like, it's not interesting. It's not scary. I don't even get it. I didn't even understand it, like why people would like that. Then I played sister location or whatever. And all I remember is I'm in a dark room, and I'm crouching in the dark, can't see what I'm doing. And I'm walking through this room trying to make no noise because there's like a pirouetting stupid robot doll in there. It is the most boring, tedious gameplay I've ever seen. You're supposed to be scared. It's like, but it's not scary. All I'm doing is nudging. Wow, this is great. I'm so afraid because I have to nudge to get through the room to not get the attention of the killer or whatever. It was not good, in my opinion. But the thing is, there are so many people that like Five Nights at Freddy's. It became this virally popular sensation on the internet. There's ridiculous amounts of content about the lore and shit. There's channels based around game theories about it that have millions of dollars of profits, right? There's a major motion picture of it, for God's sakes. So I gotta be missing something, right? I compare this to back in the day. All right. Everyone around me loved Minecraft. And I was just looking at it as like an outsider. And I was like, the graphics are pixelated. It's just a sandbox. I don't get it. And I constantly made fun of it. I constantly riffed on it. I riffed on people who played it. I was like, this game sucks. And then finally, I played it for myself because you guys convinced me to. I actually joined some servers where people had made this created content. And then later on, I did an ongoing playthrough of it myself for almost a year. All right. And after all of that, I was like, you know, it's my fault because I'm so dumb that I feel like I should have tried the game before I kind of wrote it off. And I shouldn't have sat there for years talking out of my ass, saying that it's awful. Now, in the case of Five Nights at Freddy's, at least I've played it, okay? I have tried it, and I just didn't like it. But I also never actually significantly put time into it. It was more, do a little bit of it here on a marathon, don't like it, whatever, rag on it, move on. But now, if the entire point of this marathon is to play Five Nights at Freddy's games, now I'm going to be immersed in it. So what I'll probably end up doing is buying, like, the first 3 to 4 Five Nights at Freddy's games and play through them, you know, not playing through the full playthrough, but try them all and see if they're any good. And the thing is, from what I understand, they have evolved over the years, right? At first, they were incredibly simplistic, bad graphics and all that. But later on, they became way more modernized and everything. So maybe the first couple I won't like, but maybe later on, they'll add more elements that I'll actually enjoy. I don't really know. I want to try it, right?
Who fucking cares?
The reason we're calling it a torture-thon is because, yeah, if I don't like it, man, it's going to be torture to have to play, you know, all these different ones. But as you know, when I do my marathons, we do fun things like me taking shots and drinks and stuff during it to get kind of buzzed. You know, I did this back in January trying to play Mega Man games, and it took me forever to beat Mega Man 1 because I was so buzzed, it was very hard to get through. And then we more recently did it with a variety of games during the Viewer's Choice Marathon, and that was great. It ended up turning one of the playthroughs into a full playthrough, right? It was Onimusha Warlords, and now I'm very excited to actually play more of those in the future moving forward as they release. So it always ends up being a great time. I'm excited. When we hit 50 goals, we're going to do this marathon. So FYI, it's Wednesday. If you do the math, I'm still here today, tomorrow, and Friday. Potentially, maybe 6 goals hit there. And then, you know, maybe early next week, another few goals the first couple days. We may be doing this by the middle of next week. Now, it's not a guarantee. It's not a lock. But we may be doing it around the middle of next week. Here's the other factor that's involved that I want to bring up. My wife has expressed her desire. She wants to cook
Who fucking cares?
for this event, okay? So because she wants to cook food, I have to do it on a day when she's home. I can't do the marathon when she's working. So I have to find out what her work schedule is for next week and potentially try to schedule the marathon on a day when she's home so that she can cook. Now, what is she going to cook? Don't know yet. Depends, okay? So...
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Big beefy bitch cat tipped £1. Philip, I want 3 gasp. Extra large gasp BBC Meat Lover pizzas with 2 1 litre of Pepsi's gasp. Also ask if they sell potato wedges gasp.
The only thing that would have made that funnier is if you asked for a diet fucking Pepsi. But thank you very much, Big Beefy Bitch Cat, for the tip. I'll add that to the bingo prize fund. Remember, guys, every tip that comes in, it goes down towards that bingo prize fund, no matter big or small. So yeah, there we go. And to thank you for that tip, let me try and play the relevant Scottish soundboard sound clip as a thank you.
This is the fucking
Nope.
show.
Welcome, welcome. No,
Shut your.
no,
Shut your.
no, get it.
Come the.
No,
Shut your. This is the fucking.
for God's sake.
I mean, it's 10.
Hello there.
It's gotta be here somewhere.
I mean, it's 10.
Hello there.
There's a random, there's a random button.
I mean, it's 10.
Hello there.
Jesus.
Hello there.
Sometime
Come
today.
the fuck. This is the fucking. This is the fucking.
Welcome. No.
This is the fucking. This is the fucking. I mean, it's.
Where is it?
big fucking bitch.
Oh, I fucking do like 25 presses of the fucking button to get to the fucking thing, so there we fucking go. We got there eventually. Thank you very much for the tip, very kind of you. Oh hell, it is a sort of thing the cat could possibly do. Calvin Ashwin saying, alright, so considering his undiagnosed tism, he already has that marathon happening in his brain for next week, so to supplement that, fake tips out the arse. Well, yeah, that's kind of how we got to the current goal anyway, isn't it? Because Bill came out of nowhere, you know, towards the end of his unsuccessful Lego stream. There was 2 random $39 worth of tips, anonymous tips, from unknown sources. They just magically took him to the 150 number and it's oh guys, we're successful. Look at us, we've done it. So yeah, if it's a random anonymous tip, then it's a fair assumption to say it's probably a fake, especially if it's towards the end of a poor stream.
when she's home so that she can cook. Now, what is she going to cook? Don't know yet. Depends, okay? So I'll talk with her about this over the course of this week. Obviously, I have to get ingredients or whatever for what she's going to cook when I go grocery shopping on the weekend, and we'll go from there. But now we can start to actually hype this up because this is the next big thing. The sooner we hit the goals, the sooner we do the marathon. Like, no lie, let's say we have an incredibly supportive couple of days. and we hit the goals by Friday, well then guess what? We'll do the marathon Sunday. I'm down with that. All right, but let's see how fast we hit them. The more you support, the quicker you get this giant 5 Nights at Freddy's torture-thon reward. All right, so here you go. Let's hit it right now. Exactly. Let's hit the goal right now. Let's get people hitting and contributing right now. Let's get it going. And I'd love to hear your suggestions. Like, what kind of stuff would you like to hear, or would you like to see Kat possibly make for this marathon? Do you have any ideas, any food or whatever you'd like to see us try?
Who
This
fucking
rather than order out,
cares?
it'll be cool. A couple years ago, she actually did this really awesome menu during a summertime marathon where it was like all summer foods, like cookout style foods, and that was really good. So I wonder what she'll come up with this time. I mean, it is March, so not really summer cookout material right now.
fucking
But I guess we'll
cares?
see. So I'd love some feedback. Let me know what you think, and the sooner you support, the better. So let's get it rolling. Thank you, guys. Now hold on one second, because Jasper Kitty was in the window. He jumped out and he opened the curtains, and now the sun's coming in. I want to reclose that before we continue and get to my face.
Jesus fucking Christ. The desperation and begging is it never ends. The astronomical levels of fucking begging. And wasn't Phil complaining the other day that he only gets seen, and no other content creators get stick for begging, it's only him. Like when Phil begs, what comes across as fucking like, it doesn't matter how much money he gets. There's never gratitude. Like Phil, there's never any signs of sincerity of gratitude from Phil Burnell. You know? Like if other content creators are fucking gets going, guys, I'd really, appreciate, if possible, if you guys could support a bit more than usual because of this happened or that happened. Usually they would be extremely fucking grateful for said support, and you would be able to take, the sincerity would be obvious. So you'd be okay. And plus, most content creators don't fucking make it a daily fucking habit. Phil does it daily. And when like Phil's fucking, this is the king of variety. With the fucking same spiel every single fucking day, guys, please give me money so we can keep hitting goals. What? I mean, the goals are fucking arbitrary and fucking nonsensical. It's fucking goals to reward Phil. I mean, the goals certainly not to fucking reward his audience. How can Phil even try and spin it as a goal is to reward his audience when he fucking demands during those goal rewards that his audience fucking support him or he won't contain a goal anymore? It's all for him and it always has been for him. But his dumbass fucking dentists don't fucking see that, and they can't ever see that. I don't know, I feel like I'm fucking stuck in a perpetual loop with this fucking idiot.
Okay. All right, so we have our first contribution of the day to shout out. Let's take a quick look here.
Who
It looks like the first contribution is a $2 tip from Flatman B, who says, let's get the party started. Cowabunga dudes, turtle power. Yes. I'm excited to unlock Ninja Turtle content today. And I'll be honest with you guys. You ready for this? I'm actually debating spending some money.
Who fucking cares?
That's right. I'm actually debating dropping some money to buy one of the Ninja Turtle packs and get one of the Ninja Turtles and some accessories in the game today. Why? Because we played a lot of Call of Duty, right? I think it would be neat to have a Ninja Turtle related thing while we're playing it today. So I don't know. What do you guys think? And if we get it, should we get the Michelangelo pack? Because that would make sense to have Michelangelo and play as him while I'm using the nunchucks when we unlock them today. So let me know what you think. But I think I might actually spend some money today in Call of Duty, which I've never done before. Kind of a principle thing for me, right? But
Excuse the fuck out of me. It's a principle thing for Phil, but I not to spend money on microtransactions in games. Really? 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 You could have fooled me, Phil. Are you sure about that? I mean, I think someone's telling porky pies there. I want to hear that again, Phil. Hold on.
as him while I'm using the nunchucks when we unlock them today. So let me know what you think, but I think I might actually spend some money today in Call of Duty, which I've never done before. Kind of a principle thing for me, right?
Yeah, Phil doesn't like spending money in games. Whatever gave you that idea that Phil Burnell enjoys spending money and using microtransactions in video games? Whatever could have given people that sort of notion? Anyway.
But if I don't go crazy, I only buy one, I guess that's okay, you know? All right, it's really not, but still, we're doing the whole event. It makes sense, right? Okay. You can't see the skin. It's a waste of money. I mean, you can see the skin if you were one of the top 3. There you go. I also want to see what comes with the packs. I don't know where they are in the game. We'll look. But I don't know what actually comes with those packs. So once we see, maybe I'll see if the value. I think it's $20 a pack. You get a skin. You get a whole bunch of other stuff. We'll have to look into it. Okay. All right. So let's talk about yesterday and how everything went. Let's talk about the schedule for the rest of the week. And we got this Last of Us Neil Druckmann story to talk about. And then we can look at pizza. And then basically, there you go. We've got our show lined up for you. Okay. So, all right. Now, am I sick today? I sound congested. I do. I'm not congested at all. I'm fine. I don't know what you mean by that. Escanor says, if you get his pack, you'll unlock the weapon automatically. You won't need to grind. Oh, so we shouldn't buy his pack then. We should buy a different pack. We're about to unlock the nunchuck for free, so we should buy a different Ninja Turtle then. Yeah. There you go. All right. Anyway, so
Who
guys,
fucking
let's get some support
cares?
going. Let's get it rolling. All right. We got one tip. Let's get our first sub of the day. Let's get our first membership of the day. Let's get a super chat. Let's get some stuff coming in here from various sources so we can get rolling towards our Five Nights at Freddy's torture-thon next week. I know you guys want to see me get tortured by Five Nights at Freddy's and have to drink my sorrows away during the stream. So let's hit it. All right. Cool. So yesterday, good day of content. First stream was something completely off the wall and not originally planned. Originally, it was going to be Street Fighter 6, but I decided, let's do retro fighting games instead. This is something that I hadn't done on PC since I got my gaming PC last year.
Who
and a lot of
fucking
people
cares?
had asked me would I ever play older fighting games, and I said, well, the problem is, basically, most people play them on Fightcade. For those who don't know, Fightcade is an emulator suite that has the GGPO netcode in it. Essentially, it's not actual games. It's the means to play games online on PC. The problem is, number one, Fightcade technically is illegal if you don't own the ROMs, and how exactly would you own the ROMs? How would you buy a Super Turbo ROM? You can't. That's number one. Number two, Fightcade has absolutely no protections whatsoever for your identity.
And now the Street Fighter 6. The sort of issues that Phil's out to spout off here for Fightcade are the exact same issues that are prevalent in Street Fighter 6.
If someone is malicious and they, pair up with you to fight you, they could use software to sniff out your IP address, and then they could do malicious things with that information.
And that's exactly how Street Fighter 6 works as well. Here's the real reason why Phil avoids Fightcade. Fightcade is where all the big players play. Fightcade is where all the serious fucking players play. Fightcade is where all the good players play. You think Phil Burnell wants to fucking play in a fucking area where most people are better than him at the game? You think Phil Burnell's ego can fucking stand that sort of fucking constant arse scalping in that sort of environment? Nah. So Phil fucking makes up his own excuses as to why I wouldn't go to Fightcade, and that's it.
Okay, like DDoS attacks or posting it all over the internet and having people fuck with you. So I cannot do that. All right, I can't mess with that. I can't have my business put in risk for these weirdos who are gonna do this fucked up stuff. Okay. Burger. So that being said, and no, you can't use a VPN. That's right. If you use a VPN, it adds lag. In which case, why are you playing a fighting game online if it's laggy? What was the point, right? So sadly, I just can't really do anything with Fightcade. So I was talking with some people from back in the day, who every once in a while I talk to about fighting games, and they were like, yeah, some of us still play those collections, like the 30th Anniversary Collection or Capcom Fighting Collection. We still play them on PC from time to time. We occasionally will do lobbies or whatever. But in addition, you can still find people playing them. It's not a ton, but if you get them, you could still find some comp. And I was like, I don't think I'll give it a shot. Why not, right? Seriously, why not just, see if I give it a go, if I can actually find people to play with. So yesterday I bought a bundle on Steam that was the 30th Anniversary Collection and the Capcom Fighting Collection. It was insanely overpriced, but I wanted to do it on the fly. I wasn't going to mess around on GOG and other sites to try to find a discounted code. I said, I'll just fucking buy it. So I did. And I started to try to play it. And here's the thing. With Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, you actually can find people. Like, I was finding people all day playing Third Strike. I'm not saying that they were good. I think there was one good Urian player who was doing Aegis Reflector setups, and that was fun. Outside of that, I was kind of like, my ranking is 0 because I'm starting from scratch, so it's not like I'm going to match up against the best players or whatever. And the player pool in that is pretty small anyway. But I was actually getting comp, okay? And there were some lobbies that were popping up that I was able to join and play casual matches. So it did work. It wasn't the best experience. There was definitely lag, but at least it worked, and I got a little taste of retro fighting games. Now, also keep in mind, I was playing it midday. Perhaps if I played it on a weekend, maybe if I played it on a later stream, I would get more players, okay? The one bummer is that, sadly, this collection is all screwed up, just like it was on console. Number one, certain games like, sadly, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo run very poorly in this collection. Super Turbo runs at the wrong speed, has certain stages that run like double speed because the emulator is a very shitty one that they're using in order to run these games. And this collection has massive issue with frame drops and stuttering and input drops. Meaning,
Wasn't the game broken in the first place anyway? Like, Super Turbo 2 was a broken game to fucking begin with. Like, Phil was complaining that the broken version of the game that he played the other night was not the same broken version of the game that he's used to from fucking back in 2005.
for some reason, you'll do a special move, and you can't even reverse it. Like, you can't block on reaction. You could do a Fierce Punch Blanca Ball in Super Turbo from about this far away, half a screen away. It hits you no matter what. You literally can't stop it. You can't block it. You can't hit it. You try, and the game's like, nah, no thanks. You're not gonna be able to do it. I'm like, why? Why is that the case? So it's not very good. Sadly, it makes it that the game is not really competitively sound, and there's a lot of abusable strategies. Like, for example, literally jumping around, mashing punch with Vega. You can jump and people out of the air and just keep throwing. It's trash. That's not how the game is meant to be played, but you can play it like that because this version sucks, okay? Anyway, despite its shortcomings, I still had fun with it, and what I said is basically from time to time, I think I'll bring back that collection, and we'll do like a retro night, and we'll mess around with it. Or if I talk to some, friends of mine from back in the day, and they want to like run some sets.
Oh, well, some friends of yours from back in the day.
Fuck you and your friends.
Well, it's no wonder you don't have any friends.
What fucking friends, Phil?
In it or whatever, I'm down for that too. So I'll let you guys know. The good thing is now because I'm on PC, I have that availability. Like, everyone always was playing fighting games on PC, and I wasn't. So I didn't have this kind of flexibility. Now I do. So Pretty cool, all right? And we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, but most of them are fucking playing Fightcade, and you refuse to fucking play that because you know you'll get your arse handed to you.
Moving forward, but the good news is to have retro stuff in the rotation is a great thing, all right? So good stuff there. Then, on the late stream, excuse me, it was my second ever DSP Builds It Lego stream. And as you can probably see if you've had a keen eye,
it's still not done yet. 2 streams in, and you're still not finished the fucking Lego.
we did pretty well, although I just accidentally removed a Lego piece. See, here's the thing about last night's Lego build. I don't really like one of them, as you can see. Why? Because this one, for some odd reason, is not secure. All of these little succulent plants that we've built so far are all very secure, except for one. This one right here is loose and doesn't have a way to attach itself. It just kind of sits in there, but then if you touch it or pick it up, it comes off. And I think that's not a very good Lego build. Legos are supposed to be secure. Like, I could turn this entire set upside down, and it's all intact, held together. But not this part. Very weird. Anyway, so last night we built 3 more, including this big towering moon cactus, this awesome lavender blossom, and this little guy here that's falling out. And that's in addition to the aloe vera plant, the orange blossom, and whatever the heck this was from last week. So as you can see, the succulent plants are coming together, all right? And it took exactly 2 hours to build, so it was a good timing. There is 3 more left, and I'm excited to finish this up next week. I'm having a great time. It was a chill, we had a lot of fun conversation, a lot of, good kind of back and forth while I was doing it, so it ended up being another really nice late night chill stream. However, I'm gonna...
So hold on. Other people have built this, right? Like Lord Diaz and his good lady built it on their stream. And Stranger Lex and their partner, they built it as well on their stream. Did it take them fucking 6 hours to... Aviga, even fucking Aviga built it when he wasn't fucking sleeping. Did it take them 6 hours to fucking finish the build while they were also streaming and interacting with their audience? I think not. I'm willing to bet it took them a lot less time than that.
To make a very, very fair observation. This week, there was way less attendance. There was less...
No, I'm definitely counting this as a beg, by the way. He's gonna... So remember, the Lego stream is a reward for his audience for hitting a certain amount of support.
So it ended up being another really nice late night chill stream. However, I'm going to make a very, very fair observation.
And here is when the biggin starts. The counter's going up now.
This week, there was way less attendance. There was less engagement. And there was less support. We did hit the goal, but we hit it last minute as a result of 2 or 3 people all throwing in to make us hit the goal because they were like, no, we actually like these new Lego nights and we want to support them. But that's a far cry from last week where we had a ton of people who showed up and everyone was supporting in various ways, so we far exceeded the goal. You see, that's the difference. And this is what I said last week. I said, here's the deal. In regards to the Lego nights, I'm totally willing to keep doing them and to invest more in them, to spend money to get bigger, better Lego sets. But I need to know that people are going to show up, engage, and support these streams. It can't just be, oh, I'm doing a Lego night and now it's my slow night because I'm not playing video games, right? So far, first week went very well. This week went good, but we're on a downward trend. It makes me nervous that next week when we finish this succulent, we may not have as many people again. We may have even less engagement. We have less support, in which case, basically what I was afraid of is happening. People want to see something new because it's new, but once it's not new anymore, the gimmick wears out and people aren't so interested. Okay? Maybe what we should do is not do it every week. Maybe we should do it like every other week we do a Lego night. That way it keeps it fresh and it doesn't feel like we're doing it all the time. Maybe. I'm trying to throw ideas out there. I don't know if we have to do it every week, but, we wanted to finish the succulent plant. We have 1 more session to do it, to finish it. So let's think about what we want to do, but I am going to do a Lego night next week for sure. Okay, and we're going to finish up the succulent, see how it goes. And then depending on how it goes, maybe then we'll look at other Lego sets. Maybe we'll have a podcast where we simply look at Lego sets, what's available, and what will be a cool one to be the next one. And then decide how often that we actually want to do the Lego nights, okay? So let's see. I'm not disappointed at all, but definitely what I kind of expected to happen happened. There was a big drop-off between week 1 and week 2. Will we see another drop-off on week 3, or will we be able to maintain? Let's find out, okay? Cool. Now, yesterday, you were incredibly supportive. We hit 3 goals, which is why we're doing the pizza party today, because not only did we hit it, then we exceeded it by a goal. So thank you all so very, very much for that. I really appreciate that. All right, another tip has come in. A $10 tip. So, first it says, I saw that you were talking about House of the Dead 2 yesterday. The trailer for the remake is up now, if you want to check it out. I don't know if we'll check it out today. We do have an agenda already of stuff we need to do, but maybe if you remind me again. I know what House of the Dead 2 is. I've played the living crap out of it in arcades, and it is basically like the best light gun game of the 90s. It really is. Like, there was a lot of competing light gun games back then in arcades, such as Time Crisis, Area 51, Lethal Enforcers, The Terminator, Revolution X. Okay, I can keep going on and on. But basically, House of the Dead, combining horror with, like, Resident Evil style horror with light gun action was absolutely ingenious. And I loved it. And House of the Dead 2 is just an amazing game with a great soundtrack, cheesy kind of dialogue and story. It's a great game. So, I'm definitely excited for it. I hope that you're excited for it. Maybe we'll play it. I'm debating it. This remake coming out or whatever. We'll see. All right, but I'm curious how it's going to play. Again, without the light gun, it kind of loses its luster for me. If I had a gun that I could point at my TV and shoot and kill the zombies, I think that would be amazing. But they don't really do that anymore. You know, the era of the light
anytime Phil's on screen, I think we all wish we had a fucking gun.
guns died out around PS3, and then you had your motion control stuff with things like the PS Move. But this is all ancient history, right? Like, no one really does it anymore. I mean, now it's all like VR. Imagine, maybe they make it VR. Oh, man, I didn't even think about that. Imagine that. How's the devil they make it VR? That could be pretty cool. But anyway, I'll think about it. Or I'll think about this game. I don't know when it comes out, but I'll think about the remake. Okay, so, guys, thank you. Let's get the support going today. So far, we got 2 tips. Let's get it moving. Let's get working towards our 5 Nights at Freddy's Marathon. Who's going to be our first super chatter of the day? Who's going to drop the first sub of the day? And who's going to become a member? Right now, all we have are a couple of tips. Let's get some variety. Let's spread it around the board, as they say, all right, and get it coming in. Now, I'd like to give everyone an update on the schedule, okay? Because a few factors have happened, and I want to let everyone know what's going on, all right? So, let's open up the schedule, take a quick look at it, all right, and get this discussion going.
Who fucking
Let's get rid
cares?
of my clone. So as you guys can see, and by the way, I'm really small. You know, that's fine because it's probably going to be correct for later, so I'll just leave myself tiny. I don't really care. As you guys can see, here's the schedule for the rest of the week into next week, all right? Today, it is the Ninja Turtles Pizza Party. I'm very excited for this. We're going to play Black Ops 6. We're going to probably unlock the nunchucks. Maybe I'll spend some money and buy a different Ninja Turtle and unlock another weapon, so we'll have multiple Ninja Turtle things to do today. I think that would be pretty cool. And it's going to be a fun stream. Then, we're going to order pizza, and we're going to have the pizza party. DSP tries it after the fact. So, around 4 p.m. Pacific time, we're going to have DSP tries it. So, we're going to do a lot on today's stream. It should be a good one. Tonight on the late stream is the return of Indies. We're going to finish a game about digging a hole. We're more than halfway through it. We're kind of near the end game. We've already bought some of the final upgrades, so probably another hour, and we're going to wrap it up. And obviously, I want to see how it ends and what's at the end of the game, so that's going to be fun. And then after that, if we have extra time, which likely we will, we'll probably try another indie game. We already have like 3 more that we installed that we could try out. So we'll jump into some fun indie stuff on the later stream tonight around 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. Tomorrow is the release of the Suikoden or Suikoden, I don't know how to pronounce it, collection. Now, you might say, what is Suikoden? It is a classic turn-based JRPG series from the 1990s that carried into the early 2000s. There's many of these games. I played the original 2 on PlayStation 1, and they were masterpieces, okay? The music is absolutely outstanding. Cinematic quality. The story is actually quite good. The gameplay is excellent if you like turn-based combat, and in a unique twist, this game has 108 recruitable characters. Yes, 108 recruitable characters in a freaking RPG. Unprecedented, okay? So, I'm excited to play these games with you and share them with you. But I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if people are going to show up. I don't know if people are going to engage in support. I hope you do, because I love this series. But I can't guarantee people will. We're going to see what happens tomorrow. I do hope that we have a good stream tomorrow and we hit the goal and everything goes well. And I hope that we don't have 10 people on the stream. But let's find out, okay? Tomorrow night is the return of Smart Guys, where it's going to be myself and PPP commentating on the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, as well as Monday Night Raw and everything else that's going on in pro wrestling. I hope. And you might say, well, why are you saying that? Well, here's the deal, all right? I'll be transparent with everyone. Originally, Smart Guys was supposed to be Tuesday night, and we were all on board for that. And then over the weekend, PPP had contacted me and said, hey, so just so you know, coming back from vacation, I've been on a vacation. That's why there was no Kino Casino last week. I'm wondering if I'm going to make it back in time for Smart Guys on Tuesday because of travel and inclement weather and all kinds of stuff. So I would prefer if we kind of maybe, delay it till later in the week. So that way there's not a chance that I don't make it back and then it screws the show up. And I was like, that makes sense to me. I think that makes a lot of sense. So let's delay it. And we both agreed we're going to delay it until Thursday. Okay. And we had fully agreed on this on Monday. That's the last time I actually talked to Ashton was Monday. All right.
Should I count this as drama? Should I count this as drama? Phil is playing a dangerous game by airing this very publicly. This is the sort of conversation that really should not be going on a live stream.
Burger.
This is definitely a drama.
Now, since Monday, I just let it roll, let it ride, everything fine, right? So I've been waiting to hear from him again, and I haven't heard from him at all. So,
have you tried to initiate conversation yourself? Like, did you get home safely? Ashton? Triple P? Good buddy, good pal of mine?
I actually hit him up, and I asked him yesterday, hey, I'm just curious, did you get home yet? Are you all right? I'm curious, are we going to be doing Smart Guys on Thursday? I just want to be sure everything's cool, because you know me, I don't like to overpromise and underdeliver to my audience. So if the show's not going to happen this week, that's okay. We can easily do it another day. I mean, maybe we can reschedule it. Maybe we can actually plan a bigger show, right? Maybe we can do like a super show at one point, a longer show, and we'll switch the streams. We'll do it earlier so we have more time for it, right? But I just need to know, what's going on. And I haven't heard back from him yet.
Oh, hold on. 2 seconds. Oh, it's such a cute doggy. This is such a cute doggy. Oh, if you guys aren't following We Rate Dogs, then you're missing out. Good doggy. But I was going to search for what's his name? Power of a Truth. Power of a Truth or something. What's his fucking name? Is it Power of a Truth? Aye, Triple P, aye. Has he tweeted at all? He has tweeted 18 hours ago. about RTU. Actually, he retweeted somebody. He retweeted Dark Side of the Flow. So he's happy enough to talk on Twitter or whatever and retweeting Twitter and all that shit, you know what I mean? I don't think he's actually talking much on there right now, but he's happily retweeting people. You know? I'm not sure when what the last thing he said was, or when they fucking said the last thing he said on Twitter or whatever, but yeah. But he's not responded to Phil yet. Shocking. Oh, shocking. How can you leave Phil on red?
All right. So I hope he's all right. I hope that everything's good. And when I hear back from him, I'll let you know. But that's the thing. Like, if I don't hear from him by the end of today, then I'm not going to tell you guys we're doing Smart Guys tomorrow. All right? So if this is the case, if I don't hear from him today, then tomorrow will not be Smart Guys. And instead, I'll do something different. You know, I'm thinking, throw in a stream of Avowed. Because we did a stream of Avowed the other day. And, you know, it did well. I enjoyed it. We chilled. We had a good time hanging out. And I was like, all right, maybe, you know, we just do that instead as a chill session, right? Now, obviously, I don't think that this is something intentional going on. Maybe something has happened. I don't know. I hope that he's all right.
Wait. What was that, Warden?
I don't think that this is something intentional going on. Maybe.
I don't think this is something intentional going on. Is he trying to somehow fucking portray himself as some sort of fucking victim randomly? As a possible hypothetical scenario? Like, I don't think this is intentional. Well, you don't need to even be talking about this. This is not something you should be bringing up on your streams, your content. You know? All you had to do, Phil, was say, we don't know if Smart Guys is happening yet tomorrow or not. I'll need to wait and see. That was pretty much all you had to fucking say. All you fucking had to say was, Smart Guys might not be happening tomorrow. I'll update you when I can. That is literally it.
Something has happened. I don't know. I hope that he's all right. And I hope he didn't get stuck somewhere at some airport because of some freaking, you know, inclement weather or whatever. Who knows, right? I don't know. But, you know, again, there was absolutely, because again, people always trying to make up conspiracy theories and shit. No, there was no bad blood. No, there's nothing going on. We have agreed to tomorrow night as the show. So unless, you know, again, I'm assuming I'm going to hear from him and everything's going to be fine. But if by the end of today I don't hear from him, I would much rather delay the show than have everyone expect it and then I can't do it. All right? So let's see what happens by the end of today. I'll let you know and we'll go from there. Okay? Fair enough? All right. So, of course, everyone in both chats, oh, he's snaking you, he's doing this. I don't know why you would think that. Like, if he was snaking me, he would snake me. He wouldn't just say, I'm going to be on the show and then not talk to me. He would actually, like, turn on me and snake me. This isn't really a snaking. And to be fair, he warned me up front. That's why he wanted to delay the show to begin with. He's like, there may be issues with travel. There may be, you know what I mean? So, I guess we'll see, okay? In truth, I actually feel like Ashton and Andy do it right. And what I mean by that is, when they go on these vacations and stuff, you notice it's complete, no information, no contact. They do their own thing, and then they come back fresh and they get right into their work, right? They probably are able to have a much better time that way. Because can you imagine if they were constantly keeping in contact? Oh, don't worry, we're going to come back at exactly this date and do exactly this, and this is our plan. They kind of keep it a mystery, and I think that's actually a good way to go about it. It's none of anyone's business where where they went for vacation, what they're doing, when they're coming back at all. No one should be in their shit. You know what I mean? So maybe doing it this way is great for them. But yeah, in this case, you guys know me. You know how I am. I'm a very scheduled guy. I'm a compartmentalized guy. I like to have a nice scheduled plan outline of my work for the week. I mean, literally, we're looking at.
Yeah, it's a sign of autism, but go ahead.
Right now. This is literally an outline of my work for the week, and that's how I like to operate. And I don't like having X factors involved where I'm not sure what we're doing, you know? And that's on me. That's the thing about me. A lot of other people like to operate and shoot from the hip and just on the fly. I'm just not like that, right? I'm not that kind of guy. I'm more of I like to have control over everything. You know what I'm saying? So, again, I will let you know as soon as I know, and we'll go from there. All right, guess what? No exaggeration, this very moment, he just told me we're good for tomorrow. So there you go. Perfect.
Cares?
All right, we're good. He literally told me live, we're good. So we will be doing Smart Guys tomorrow night. There you go. Ask and you shall receive, right? Good stuff. So, all right, we're locked in. We'll do it tomorrow night. And by the way, to hype it up a little bit, I mean, not only are we going to have a lot to talk about with Elimination Chamber and Raw, but I've got the cards. You guys remember? Hold on.
Who fucking cares?
This is also a bag, by the way. This is a bag. The wrestling cards are a bag.
So, we've got the Topps Chrome box of 2025 WWE trading cards. And I think what we'll do is every goal hit, I'll open a pack. Now, what will the goal be? I don't know. I'll talk to Ashton about it and we'll figure it out. Like, what should the goal level be that we hit in support? And then I unpack one of these, okay? So, so let's see. how that goes, but that's going to be something fun. And I've got the new camera to unpack them. So you're going to see them, right near live unpacking and see what's in the pack. Will I get a rare chase card? Will I get the 1 in a million rock card that's worth $10,000? No. But will I get something good? Maybe. All right, it's a possibility. So there we go. That will be involved on Smart Guys tomorrow. A little bit of something new to add to the show as well. Okay.
Who fucking cares?
Sounds like someone's posting cringe.
All right, cool. All right, so now continuing on with the schedule to finish it up for the week. Friday, it's going to be Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii as the day stream, and then the night stream is up in the air. What I mean by that is we could literally do anything we want on Friday. We could do Friday night fights and we could do classic games again, or we could do Street Fighter 6, or maybe we do a late night chill stream of Avowed because we didn't play it all week, or maybe we really like Suikoden so much we do Suikoden again on Friday night. I don't know. I actually don't know what I want to do Friday night. It's kind of an open session. So let's see how things go today. Let's see how things go tomorrow, and let's use that as a way to figure out what we want to do. All right? Fair enough? All right, I'm off on Saturday, and when I come back on Sunday, right now what I have it set as is Suikoden and Avowed, but again, it could change depending on what we choose to do during the week. Nothing really major going on next week in game release. I believe it's around mid to late March when big stuff starts coming out that I'll be covering, so we'll have time to focus in and cover the things that I'm playing now. All right? Cool.
Who fucking cares?
All right, before we get to our news story and then we get to the pizza, I have another shout out to do. I received a $2 tip. Yes, that's true. He's a pedophile. He's a racist. From Jimbo McMahon. He says, "Hey, Daddy Phil, I'm going to order the same kind of pizza you're getting. Can you eat a slice in one bite? I can. Let's eat a slice together, brother." No, that's disgusting. I've never been one of these gorgers who completely stuffs his mouth in a weird way. No, that's really nasty, especially fast food.
I wonder if Cat is, though. Cat's definitely a type,
pizza that we're going to be eating. It's not even going to be like high-quality pizza. It's going to be like greasy, rushed, unhealthy pizza. So, no, I'm not going to be doing that. But thank you for the tip. Now, guys, again, let's get some support going. Right now, we have 3 tips. Let's get a super chat. Let's get a sub over on Kick. Who's going to do the first gifted sub on Kick today?
Who fucking cares?
It's a memberships, right? We have nothing going right now. What is going on? I know you guys want the 5 Nights at Freddy's Torture Marathon. You've told me. You're the ones who told me for the past several weeks that you want it. So let's get it going. Let's hit that goal on the Cowabunga stream today. All right, let's get it happening. And let's get our momentum going towards 5 Nights at Freddy's, all right?
Burger.
All right, cool.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
All right, we got a news story today. This is a good one. Hold on one second. Let me make sure something. So, I screwed it up. I knew it. I screwed up my screen. Dang it. Oh, wait, I've got it back. Okay, here it is. Cool. I accidentally had the wrong screen open.
You can't spell accidentally without dent. Okay. We're behind Phil by 8 minutes, and we're about to get into his Neil Druckmann rant. Now, before we continue on, quick summary of what's going on in the bingo so far. We are 3 snorts away from another free space. We currently have 4 free spaces as things stand, thanks to the 2 members and the 2 begs.
There it is. Okay, cool. All right, so let me actually hold on. Let me fix my camera because I'm tiny. Let me fix this.
Who fucking cares?
So small. There we go. That's better. All right, ready? So, in an interview with Variety magazine, Neil Druckmann talked a ton about his upcoming season 2 of The Last of Us TV show. And essentially, that was like the focus of the interview, okay? Now, I'm not a huge fan of these entertainment magazines, especially these Hollywood-centric media things. I'm reading this story from Variety. Okay, here it is. And it is so long-winded and wordy, and they basically beat around the bush so much. It's like, just get to the point. Why do you take so long to try to say something of any substance? They reiterate points everyone already knows. They rehash nonsense. It's like, just get to a point, all right? So there's a lot of stuff that's said in this article. To summarize the article, The Last of Us 2 TV show is coming out soon. I think it's in the next month or 2. And basically, they're outright admitting they have completely changed elements from the game to make the show work, whatever that means. And
well, if you've played the game, you won't need to watch the show. If they're going to fucking base it entirely on the game. This way, there's a reason for people who are fans of the game to watch a show. It's kind of like the Fallout TV show. It didn't fucking follow the plot of any of the fucking Fallout games. It did its own thing. It was unique.
Basically, Neil Druckmann is like, he's a little worried that there may be fan backlash for the changes that were made. But at the same time, he's kind of come to peace in terms that he had to make these changes. He did this with season 1, and everyone liked it. And so I think they were saying, like, the actual, like, director of the show was convincing him, listen, no, the changes are going to be worth it. It's going to, So essentially, the whole article is kind of about season 2 of The Last of Us show. I really don't give a shit about that, to be frank with you. I don't. Season 1 was just okay. Some parts were really good and almost really close to the game. Other parts couldn't have been further from the original game and were completely added on as filler content and fluff to push agendas. It's like I said, in a nutshell, I don't mind the episode that's about the side character who had a, gay relationship with a guy and their story of how they survived for many, many years in the abandoned town and all of that. It's actually a good story. It's well acted. It's well written. It's great. It also has nothing to do with The Last of Us. It's literally wedged in there to say, hey, look, we're open to homosexuality and we think that this is okay, so we're gonna do a whole episode about it, even though it's nothing to do with the actual story. You can literally remove that episode from season 1 of The Last of Us, watch the rest, and it's just as good, if not better, because it doesn't feel like you just watched a filler episode, okay? Like I said, what they should have done with that episode is actually done a spin-off series of maybe here's the side characters from the show and here's their stories, and it would have been fine, instead of forcing it to be an actual episode. Like, boring. It really was. Like, I liked the story. I didn't want it in The Last of Us, okay? So what they did is kind of similar to other games and things. They're wedging in these liberal themes to try to say, oh, see, we're changing the society, we're accepting now. Yeah, but what does that have to do with The Last of Us? Anyway, with that being said about season 1, I'm curious what Druckmann is talking about when he's saying they had to make all these changes to season 2 and people might have issue with them, but he's not afraid of it anymore. I'm very curious. Like, what did they change? Because for those who don't know, The Last of Us 2, which is what season 2 of the show is based on, is very controversial. In the first few hours, the main character of the first game dies, okay? And he was everyone's favorite character, and he's just eliminated. And then the story becomes a two-sided story of one person who was the villain, but telling her backstory, and you're being forced to play her story to understand her. And then the revenge story of Ellie, the essentially surrogate daughter or whatever of Joel, you know, and how she's gonna get revenge for his murder. So it's a very, very brutal, dark, not very pleasant story about two people trying to get revenge and trying to kill each other and many others along the way. So already it's controversial. Like, really, the story is highly controversial. And a lot of people didn't like it, including me. I described The Last of Us 2 as, you know, 20 hours of torture porn. That's what it feels like. The entire game is miserable. At no point is there any situation where it feels like there's something that is pleasant or happy or fun. You don't get a sense of accomplishment or anything good. It's just very, very negative, very dark, very dismal stuff. So, with that being said, in my opinion, okay, I didn't like The Last of Us 2 because of the story. Everything else I liked. I liked the gameplay elements, the graphics, but the story wasn't very good. So with this whole article being, well, we even changed the story of The Last of Us 2 to make The Last of Us Season 2, what did he change? Right? I'm very curious about this. I think we're all going to be paying attention when the show comes out, see what did he do now, right? But in reality, that's not even the reason I'm bringing this up today. Okay, the reason I'm actually bringing this up is because at the tail end of the article, there's a few things that are brought up, okay, that are very, how can I say, interesting and or telling, and I think that we should just review them briefly.
Who fucking
So number
cares?
one, no matter who the showrunners cast as Abby, they're bound to spark controversy. The character's stacked physique and brutal story arc placed her at the center of a torrent of online vitriol when hackers leaked hours of footage from Part 2 in April of 2020. As Druckmann and his co-writer Hallie Gross, the voice actors and the team at Naughty Dog scrambled through COVID isolation to make the game's June release, and Druckmann continued to work on Season 1, they were inundated with anti-Semitism, misogyny, homophobia, and death threats to themselves and their families. It's called online trolling, okay? It's called online trolling.
Hold on a second. So he's going to dismiss the sort of things that these guys went through because he thinks he has it worse than them?
Burger.
I'm counting this as, him saying trolling counts as trolls. I'm counting that, but still, this is... He's really going to fucking say big deal. I get worse than you do.
Themselves and their families. It's called online trolling, okay? It's called online trolling. I'm still amazed that in the middle of it all, we could get on a Zoom and we talk about how to make the television show. And here he was just like, okay, I'm compartmentalizing. That world goes away. Now we work on the show. I wouldn't have been able to get out of bed. So because they were getting online trolling, because they basically ruined the plot of The Last of Us with the second game and the plot leaked, they were having mental breakdowns. Okay, I just want to get this straight. So you made one of the best video games of all time. Everyone loved it, right? Absolutely amazing. You decide to make a sequel that's completely different in tone, that you actually are purposefully misadvertising as having Joel as the lead when he'll be dead within hours of the game being, being playable. It's a completely different style of game, completely different tone. Your plot leaked and people are angry at you because the plot sucks. And so they trolled you online. Now, I'm not condoning anti-Semitism, death threats, or anything like that, okay? I'm not. But it's online trolling. And you can't sleep? I can't work because people said The Last of Us 2 sucks. Maybe it does. Did you ever think of that? That maybe when you go against everything you wrote in the first game to try to get shock value for your second game, that maybe people have a point. That maybe when you throw away something that everyone loves just because you think that it's going to get you attention, that maybe that's a bad take, that maybe that's a bad idea, that maybe people would be upset with you because of it. Maybe you should see how upset people are and be like, oh, fuck, we made a big mistake. Instead, he literally did the opposite. During 2020, Druckmann came out publicly and said, everyone that doesn't like The Last of Us 2 is a bunch of bigots. You guys are just sexist, racist. You hate everything that has to do with liberalism, basically. And because of that, if you don't like Last of Us 2, you're a bigot. If you don't buy Last of Us 2, you're a bigot. At the end of the year, I shit you not, he said this on social media.
Oh, my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Ira for a super chat who says 220 who filed a police report due to trolling. Phil was literally on the phone to the police in Renton and brought up trolling. You know, the people on the internet made fun of me. Like, it's a good point. Like, he's having a go at... And so Phil's stance here, like, let's just try and cut through Phil's toxicity for a second. Phil's stance is that while he doesn't condone anti-Semitism and death threats whatsoever, that he thinks that they deserve to get some abuse online because he thinks the game sucks, which is a subjective thing. Like, your appreciation of any sort of art is subjective. Personally, I've never played Last of Us, so I don't care about the series. So, you know what I mean? I mean, I've seen the game, I've seen gameplay footage of it, you know what I mean? That's me. Am I a bigot for not buying the game just because it didn't appeal to me? No. Am I going to give Neil Druckmann hate for the game? No. I don't fucking care about the fucking game. He seems to be trying to fucking say, well, they deserved some abuse online because they made a game I didn't like. There seems to be Phil's stance here. Phil's stance seems to be, well, maybe if they didn't make such a bad game, they wouldn't have received all this trolling. I need to rewind this.
Away something that everyone loves just because you think that it's going to get you attention, that maybe that's a bad take, that maybe that's a bad idea, that maybe people would be upset with you because of it. Maybe you should see how upset people are and be like, oh fuck, we made a big mistake. Instead, he literally did the opposite. During 2020, Druckmann came out publicly and said, everyone that doesn't like The Last of Us 2 is a bunch of bigots. You guys are just sexist, racist, you hate everything that has to do with liberalism, basically. And because of that, if you don't like Last of Us 2, you're a bigot. If you don't buy Last of Us 2, you're a bigot. At the end of the year, I shit you not, he said this on social media. So it's the Game Awards coming up. And remember that every vote that you give for Last of Us 2 as the Viewer's Choice Game of the Year or Player's Choice Game of the Year is a strike against the bigot. So be sure to vote for Last of Us 2 to strike against bigotry.
Isn't that kind of like you saying every time you hit a goal, detractors cry?
Actually fucking said that on the internet. Everyone called him out for it. And then he had to publicly apologize and withdraw his statement and say, no, vote for the game you actually think is best. The problem with Neil Druckmann is that not only can he not take criticism, but then he uses criticism as a scapegoat.
What? Steve was right. It gets worse. Oh my god, the double standards, the sheer... I swear to fuck. How can he not understand that the complaints he has with other people are so perfectly fucking about him? Like, seriously, I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna let it cook. But goddamn.
Called him out for it, and then he had to publicly apologize and withdraw his statement and say, no, vote for the game you actually think is best. The problem with Neil Druckmann is that not only can he not take criticism, but then he uses criticism as a scapegoat to try to get more attention for himself or more success. Instead of saying, listen, The Last of Us 2 is a great game. It's a great plot. It's got great gameplay elements. Play it and enjoy it for what it is. He literally said, buy our game and make us rich because it's a feel-good movement of leftist liberalism, and you're being progressive and helping the world if you buy and play our game and vote for it for Game of the Year. And that's the horrible thing to do. Like, that's so disingenuous. It's so dishonorable. How many game devs that year worked their ass off and also put out good games? And they now, oh, well, you know, oh, that game's not a big bastion of liberalism, right? So... So anyway, this is why I don't like Druckmann. It's literally not anything to do with his games. It's his attitude and the way that he behaves himself. This almost like he thinks he's better than everyone. He thinks he's smarter than everyone. He thinks he knows better than everyone. And when someone criticizes him and says, no, you don't. You're not smarter. You're not better. Your ideas are bad. He then freaks out and then tries to do this rallying call of liberalism, which is stupid as shit. And it's very dishonest, okay? So now listen, I asked Druckmann how he managed through this crisis. What crisis? Online trolling? He had a horrible crisis of people online telling him his game sucked because the plot was bad. That was his crisis. It's a life crisis for him. Not very well at the time, he says, sounding grim.
Jesus Christ, Phil.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
This is incredible. This is unbelievable.
The plot was bad. That was his crisis. It's a life crisis for him. Not very well at the time, he says, sounding grim. I get hyper-fixated on stuff. I swear I didn't put that part into the article. So when I'm alone and I have time to think, and worse, I have time to browse, that's when it gets the most dangerous. I'm starting to doubt myself. What if I did ruin it? What if I did make a piece of shit? Well, you did. No, you actually did. People rightly criticized your hackish writing, and then you freaked out. But your game actually does suck because the plot's bad. And you have to deal with that forever. It doesn't matter how many people in games journalism kissed your ass and said your game was Game of the Year, the plot still sucks. And now you're making an entire TV show around the plot that sucks. So I hope he's ready, because now it's 2025. Now the pendulum has swung 5 years later. Trump is now in the White House. And worldwide, we're seeing a conservative cultural movement. If he puts out The Last of Us Season 2, the same way he put out The Last of Us Part 2, he's got a rude fucking awakening. Because even though every critic will probably say, this is the best show I've ever seen, the common person is going to say, your show is fucking literal dog shit. It is a leftist love letter, and we don't need that. We don't want that. We don't want Snow White, who's Hispanic. We don't want...
Well, clearly some people wanted it, you know? Look, the game done well, the game sold a lot of fucking copies, and the fucking the TV show done well enough to get a second fucking series, so clearly there is some sort of fucking demand for it. Otherwise the fucking thing would have fucking just flopped and not fucking made it to a fucking season 2. So there's clearly some element of demand and money to be made from the fucking IP.
Last of Us 2 with liberal themes. We just want normal stories again. We don't want agendas pushed down our throat every waking moment that we have. And that's where the world has gone now. So if he's nervous, he should be. He literally should be. It's not years ago anymore. Things have changed. And he may not actually get any praise for the show outside of his butt-kissing circle. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Bruh. So Craig was saying, who cares what they think? I'm telling you, it's awesome. Listen to me. So whoever this Craig is, you shouldn't have listened to them. You shouldn't have listened to them. That was awful advice. That's what we call a butt kisser. That's what we call a yes man or woman. That's, you know, they were not honest with you. Anyone who actually even has knowledge of narrative, like how to like lay out a narrative, the structure of The Last of Us 2 was terrible. The in medias res that was used, where you started in the middle, then there's an awful thing that happens, then you go back, and you go forward again, then you go back. It's confusing as fuck. The pacing is all screwed up. Just the basic narrative structure is bad. Then on top of that, they have the balls to say, oh, you know, the leftist themes is why you didn't like it. No, people outright told you your narrative structure was bad and you ignored it and called them bigots.
Phil's it a person who would say, like, movies. Phil's it a person who would say Pulp Fiction is stupid because it fucking jumps over the place in the storyline. Pulp Fiction's bad because, oh, it goes from one character and the character has died earlier on, but they're here in this part of the story, and then they go forward to that part of the story, and then it goes back here and it starts there, and now this person's alive again. You know, I saw them die earlier on. Like, Phil's is the type of person who would seriously complain about Pulp Fiction, which is like a fucking classic movie, by the way. Like, one of the all-time great movies is fucking Pulp Fiction. And Phil's like, that's too confusing for me. It's way too confusing for me. And they never tell you what's in the damn suitcase. That's right. They never fucking tell you. You assume you have ideas what could be in the suitcase, but they never fucking tell you.
You're the disingenuous fucker who can't take criticism. So, with Maz's enthusiasm and pep talks, as well as the support of his inner circle, Druckmann thick into skin to the point that he doesn't think any commensurate online hatred for Season 2 of The Last of Us would upset him. I love the changes we've made. It's a different version of the story, but its DNA is in there. Maybe more than excited.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Wrestling Ranter for super chat. It says, you talk about this butt kissing circle, Phil, but I doubt to name one place you get praise from that's not your own echo chamber. Great fucking point. Kino Casino love me. The Kino Casino guys love me. They sing my praises all the time. It's unbelievable. Like, Phil, remember, it's unbelievable. This rant is incredible. Like, this is Phil just hating on someone just for the sake of hating on someone. You know? Like, it's like, Phil's like, this whole article, okay, Phil ignored most of the article so he can talk about the gameplay aspects of it. And he's like just basically saying, well, fuck you, Neil Druckmann, because I don't like your game, and that's you deserve to be trolled online because I don't like your game. That is literally Phil's stance right here. You deserve what you fucking get because I don't like your game.
Hatred for Season 2 of The Last of Us would upset him. I love the changes we've made. It's a different version of the story, but its DNA is in there. Maybe more than excited. I'm really curious what the reaction will be. I'm going to spoil it for you. No one's going to like it besides your friends. I'm just going to spoil it for you right now. Besides those who kiss your ass, all right, people are not going to like this show because culture has changed. This is why all the woke movies are failing. All the woke TV shows are failing. This is why people with their woke shows on CNN, the shows are getting canceled, right? Because no one wants this shit anymore. There's no market for it. So, prepare your butt for utter failure, which is the complete polar opposite of when you got your butt kissed last time with Season 1. All right? But lastly, the big one, and this is what everyone's talking about. Like, no lie, the whole article is about The Last of Us Season 2, the show, but only anyone quoted this. So here's the big quote everyone wants to talk about, all right? Then there's the long-whispered possibility of The Last of Us Part 3. I was waiting for this question, Druckmann says, sighing, when I bring up the prospect of a third game. I guess the only thing I would say is don't bet on there being more of Last of Us. This could be it. So I want you to think about this. Druckmann went from The Last of Us is the best thing ever, right? The video game Part 1, the video game Part 2. It's so good and popular, we're developing a full-fledged multiplayer game that's going to be its own entity set in the world of The Last of Us, right? Something has happened and changed so bad for this guy. He canceled the entire multiplayer game after years and millions of dollars were put into it. All he's done has made The Last of Us Season 1 the show and re-released both Last of Us 1 and 2, which didn't need re-releases. He remastered and re-released them, okay? And he's literally working on a brand new franchise that already people are ripping apart and saying, we don't want this. All right, whatever it is. I can't remember what it's called, the one that's in space or whatever. Already people are analyzing it, dissecting it, and saying it seems like it's more of this woke bullshit that we don't want. So, you know, it's going to fail. I don't know if it'll fail. I don't know. I'm not saying that. I'm telling you what people are saying in, you know, in certain cultural circles, right? So it sounds to me like this guy basically realizes the grift is gone. The grift is done. He has one grift, and that grift is liberal themes in video games. But now the grift is drying up. The times have changed. The pendulum swung. So he's like, oh, well, we're probably done. We're probably not going to make The Last of Us 3. Really? So you're saying The Last of Us 2 is the end of the story? It sure didn't seem like it, right? It sure seemed like they were gearing you up for a Part 3 finale, but I guess what you do is you throw in the towel when you realize that your one-trick pony ran out of tricks, you know? And that's what it seems like. I mean, why else did he quit the multiplayer game? Because he realized it was too hard. That the multiplayer game wasn't going to be narrative-focused. He couldn't sell it on leftist beliefs, so he dropped it. After trying it, oh, we're going to fail. He just quit. And now the show, well, we're going to make Season 2. It's going to be different from the game. I'm going to tell you right now, if this show is not massively, widely accepted, I wouldn't even expect to hear another peep out of this guy after this next video game comes out. He's gonna go into his turtle shell and never be seen again. What's funny about this is when The Last of Us Season 1 came out, okay, he thought he was gonna be the absolute biggest shit in Hollywood. He went to these red carpet premieres and he was standing on the carpet. No one took his picture. No one interviewed him. No one even knew who he was. He is such an afterthought in Hollywood. No one cares. But he actually thought that like he was gonna be well accepted. Oh, I'm gonna be the video game director now because I made a liberal show, right? It's the complete opposite. No one wants anything to do with him.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
So, man, what a story. So here's the deal. Last of Us 3, all right? Should even come out, you know, if they make one. I honestly, I do feel like there's more story to tell. But if there's story, it has to be a story that's not focused on, oh, we need to have it be this agenda. It actually has to be a good story, right? I feel like they could actually continue the story of Last of Us and it could be good, but you have to cut the bullshit. Stop catering to a crowd that tells you this is what we want, but it has nothing to do with the quality of the story you're writing, but instead, oh, but look at the representation in the game. Who cares? I don't care what gender you are. I don't care what sexuality you are. I don't care if you're buff, if you're small, if you're tall, if you're short. I don't care if you're white, you know, black, yellow, purple, polka dot. I don't give a fuck about any of that. What I care about is, does the game look and play well? Does it have gameplay elements that are addictive and fun? And is the story good?
Why would I lie?
I imagine it's like breathing for you.
And I can tell you what Last of Us 2, it checks off all those boxes except for the story. The story is ass. So come back at us with Last of Us 3 with a good story. And that's all that matters. You will have a success. But the problem is, he can't do that. If you're not aware, he didn't write The Last of Us 1. He claims he did, but the actual rumor in the industry is that most other people wrote it for him, and he did a little bit of stuff in there, and then he took credit for the whole thing. So then when Part 2 came out, and it's, wait, why is it so different? If Neil Druckmann wrote the first one and the second one, why is the second one so different? Because he didn't write the first one.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
He took credit for it, but he didn't actually write it. So it makes sense. Anyway, we'll see what happens, but do I have any faith that Last of Us Season 2 will be good? No, why would I? It's all narrative-based. There's no gameplay elements. There's no graphics, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be the story. And the story of Last of Us 2 sucked. So if the show is that story, even if he makes changes to it, it's still going to suck. I don't think it's going to do well. I could be wrong, but as of now, I think it's going to come out. It's not going to get the praise that the first season did.
Oh, my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much for coming for a super chat too. It says DSP equals Dark Side Scrollers podcast. I mean, yeah, you're not far off wrong. Phil just can't wait to fucking discuss some random aspect of fucking political takes out of nowhere. Mr. I don't want to do anything about politics anymore. Seems to frequently mention things like, oh, Trump's in charge now. Like, he uses that as some sort of fucking battle cry. Like, you're all fucked now because Trump's in charge and I'm going to get the games I want now. Thanks to Donald Trump being in charge, Phil Burnell's going to get to play the video games he's always dreamed of. Like what? It's a strange thing. It's a really fucking strange thing for him to fucking be like, you know, celebrating. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that Phil is like, oh, he's fed up with all these like liberal games. You know what I mean? Like, well, no one told him he had to fucking play those fucking games. He's the one that chose to fucking play them. You know, it's like he went out his way essentially to be offended.
He's gonna go into hiding into his little cocoons. He can't handle it, and that's it. This next game will come out, probably not do so well, and we might not ever see a Last of Us 3. And that's a shame. I mean, how the mighty have fallen when you have arguably one of the biggest, best, most well-received gaming franchises on the planet. Everyone agreed Last of Us was like the epitome of what could be played on PS3. And what did they do? They ruined it. Trying to push an agenda. Pretty sad. You could have just made a good game, but I guess that's not enough anymore in the modern day. Alrighty. Well, folks, that's that. And I thank you for tuning in today. We're about to look at a pizza menu here, but hold on one second here.
Who fucking cares?
I've done this in the past, okay? Should we do it again? Phil's scrolling through pizza menus. Do we count that as begging? Need to know, before I start doing it, I need to know soon so I know where to start a timer or not. But him scrolling through pizza menus for ages, do we count that as begging?
Wow, look at this.
Dead air much?
Wow, I got a really... Wow. That is a pretty good... just to warn everyone, they're getting better. I just got an email that looks legitimate, but it's fake. Basically, it says, you know, your account with us is now overdue. We tried to charge you and your payment was declined. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I don't have a bill due right now with this company. So what does this mean? And I look at it and I'm reading through it and I'm like, let me take a quick look. And I look at who it's coming from. It's coming from, just listen to this, dancerecitalticketing.com. I can't remember the last time that I went to a dance recital. So it's fake. What they've done is they copy-pasted a real email from this company, and they just make it look legit, and it's not. That's close. I mean, that looks really close. There's a couple red flags. Like the color of the text changes in the middle of the email and stuff like that. But man.
Well, that's a huge red fucking flag. You are one of the most gullible people I've ever fucking seen on the internet. And Phil was almost fooled by it. I was like, wait a second, I don't owe money to this company, dumbass.
I could totally imagine why someone would be fooled by that and actually be like, oh, that's real, and then click on it and start giving them information. So anyway, be careful out there with these phishing attempts. They're getting better. That looked legit for a second. Okay, some shout outs, all right? Why am I reading this now? Because I have emails open to do shout outs for tips, and there's a tip that came in and I saw the other email, that's why. Anyway, Abdullah did a super chat. He said it was $6.81. I believe him. I guess he did the currency conversion for me. It's our first super chat of the day.
Cares?
It gets us up to $30 in contributions so far. Thank you, guys. He says, Phil, take a royal dump on Neil Druckmann. That's spicy enough to melt his face off. Wow. That's incredibly disturbing. All right. Alrighty then.
Well, it's disturbing, but you read it out anyway and enjoy it and laugh about it. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is going to be bad. This is going to be rough. I mean, we're about to get pizza time menu stuff down their throats.
Thank you for the super chat. And then... Oh, it's just a dumb troll, so ignore this idiot. Very nice.
Who fucking cares?
No, Battleduck, it's a completely fake email. I'm telling you, I looked at it. He says, did the troll sign you up for something? No, it's completely fake. It looks legit. What they did is they get a real email from a company. Like a real email that's probably from this company saying your payment was declined. They copy-paste it, and all they do is they superimpose different links on the click buttons and stuff.
Phil would probably very easily... I mean, I imagine it'd be quite simple to actually fool Phil into, like, revealing things he shouldn't be revealing, you know? It wouldn't be too... Because Phil has unknowingly shared so much information over years, we know roughly when some of his fucking bills are due, for example. We know what some of his bills are relating to. Because of things that Phil has said in the past, as well as the fucking bank leak stuff, you know what I mean? Remember, Phil says that bank leaks are fake, and yet they seem to line up perfectly with the fucking bills he fucking pays. So yeah, it wouldn't be massively complicated for a nefarious troll to send him an email, a phishing email of sorts, on around about the same time when he's due to expect a bill. You know what I'm saying? If somebody wanted to fucking get some of his details, it wouldn't be that hard, because Phil is so gullible when it comes to these sort of things. Don't get it, I'm not telling anyone to fucking do it. Don't be daft, that's breaking the fucking law. But it wouldn't be hard to fool this little piggy.
But there's red flags that you can tell. Number one, the email address it's coming from says it's from a dance recital company. Well, spoiler alert, I haven't had any dealings with dance recital companies. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the text in the middle changes color halfway through the email. Why? Because they copy-pasted it from somewhere. So, but at a glance, like just looking at it casually, it actually looked legit. So, okay. What's going on, Game Boy? How are you today? Oh, excuse me. Eternally Bump says he's on his way to get his taxes done. Well, I should bring this up, all right? Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, God. No. Oh, no. I'm counting. Do I count this as a beg?
Gentlemen, it's that time of year again. It's tax season. I've already...
I'm counting this as a... This is not... Surely this is not a beg. Hold on. We'll see what Phil says. if I need to rewind it and start counting.
Done my initial work on my tax work, but the reason I got to bring this up is later this month, probably I'm thinking like second half of March, I'm probably going to have to take a night or two off to do my tax stuff. For me, I'm bringing my own business. It's a ton of work. I have to get all of this information together.
This is not a beg so far, I feel like. I feel like a bit mean to call us a beg so far.
All right, I do. And it takes a long time to gather it from all these different sources and to put it into the spreadsheets and the files I need and to send it off to my tax guy so he can...
Phil, so Phil, why don't you do it every month? Instead of doing it all at one fucking time, you could do it easily. Not even at the end of every fucking day, you add a couple of things to a spreadsheet and you're done. You know, exactly. That's what I'm just saying. He could literally do this as he goes. That's what I'm wondering. That it would be the easiest thing in the world for Phil just to take a minute or so to log the things he needs to log for that day.
Do my tax prep work. All right, so I'm going to have to take time off to do it. I just have to. There's no way around it. I have to. When exactly, I don't know yet. Like I said, probably second half of the month. I'll probably have to take at least one night off, maybe more. What I'll maybe do is like maybe third week of the month, I'll take a night off. And then maybe last week of the month, if I need another night, I'll take another night off. And, you know, I'll let you know how it's going. But, you know, it does suck that I have to take time off to do it, but it's something I got to do. There's nothing I can do about it. All right? Fair enough? Okay, so that's coming. I'll let you know the days off when I have to do it. Okay? Okay. All right.
That was not a beg, okay? That was him telling his audience he meant to take time off. But it's not a beg yet.
Hey, folks. The time you've been waiting for is now.
And now it's pizza time, man. You fuck me. Now this is when we start counting the beg.
It's time to talk pizza, all right? There you go. Jade says, I love Last of Us 1, but man, the Last of Us 2 story was so bad. I love Joel and Ellie, but part 2, you know, the death made me so mad. And then I watched you play Last of Us 1, and I was so mad about what happened. I never even watched the full part of part 2. I don't blame you. It's just sad that he literally did that for shock value to get people to talk about his game and then to push agendas and say, well, if you don't like the game, it's because you don't like what I had in it. No, it's because your writing sucks. Because you're a bad writer. Not because there's a gay character in the game. Not because there's a butch woman in the game. Not because there's a trans character in the game. Not because of this and that. No one cares about that. We care about the fact that the plot is dog shit because you can't write. And the first game had an amazing plot, and this game has an awful plot. If you wrote both, how is that possible? That's what I really want to know. I want someone to interview Neil Druckmann, and it should be this simple. The plot of Last of Us 1 is well-paced, has great narrative structure, okay? Has great character development, and is well-received. Everyone universally likes it. The plot of Last of Us 2 uses awful narrative structure, is confusing, jumps around tons in the plot line, making it very, very disjointed. It has character arcs that are miserable, completely different characters who change their personalities from one game to the next. If you wrote both games, can you explain the discrepancy between the two? And I want to see him sit there, and I want to see the sweat pour down his face, and he'll probably get fucking angry. He'll probably just get so upset that you would ask him that question. Because how dare you really accuse him of saying that he wrote something that he didn't write? You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, he won't have an answer. He can't have an answer. Because it's obvious he didn't write both games. It's
Why don't you fucking invite him on to your shitey fucking podcast for an interview with Phil?
Completely different. Okay. Yes, everyone over on Kick, how are you doing? We got Real King Michael, Chimchar, Toasty Chestnuts all tagging me and saying what's...
Oh, Phil said King Michael. That counts.
Burger.
There we go. Right, before Phil starts his big, massive begment, how far are we away? So we've got 4 free spaces still. Right, 100 likes. If we get 100 likes, we win bingo. Put it that way.
What's going on, everybody?
But it's time for food menu. How are you? Food menu equals begging.
What is worse, Factorio or Lost Records? Lost Records. Factorio was a fine game. I just didn't get to play it.
You chose not to play it.
Okay.
You rage quit it. Just look at the fucking food menu, Phil, so we can start the beg counter.
What was the one piece out of my statue collection I regret selling? None. I have no use for them at all. Like, even if I had them, I probably wouldn't even put them in the background. A lot of those statues were giant, like, no lie. They were like this. I got a Hulk that was this tall, so it wouldn't even fit on camera, even if I wanted to use it as part of my background. I literally don't regret having none of them now. They were a different time in my life. I was single. I had money to blow. I wanted to decorate my place and make it look cool with pop culture shit. Every shot, I wanted to have a statue in the shot. And today, it's different, you know? Okay. It's pizza talk, my friends. You ready?
Nope.
All right, here we go. So, we have 2 places to look at. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really think there's much of a difference. Like, here's Pizza Hut. Now, they have Parmesan stuffed crust. That's completely false. Are you aware that this is actually misadvertising right here? It is not a Parmesan stuffed crust. It is a mozzarella stuffed crust, which is exactly the same as every other stuffed crust pizza already out there. There's no Parmesan stuffed into the crust. All they do is they sprinkle Parmesan on top of the crust. And then they called it Parmesan stuffed crust. I mean, that's pretty... We're introducing a new product that's identical to everyone else's product, but we're going to call it something different to fool you. I said this is Pizza Hut, this is Domino's, my bad. This is Domino's and Papa John's are the 2 we're looking at today. So, yeah, pretty stupid that they would misadvertise it like that. What I want to see, what are their actual pizza types? Where? Menu. So, I want to see what different pizzas they have. Is this it here? Okay. They have Parmesan stuffed crust, hand-tossed, handmade pan, crunchy thin crust, gluten-free crust, and New York style. What is the difference between hand-tossed and handmade pan? I just want to see the fucking thing. I don't care about this. I'm going to say I'm carrying out. No, see what I mean? They're going to be putting my address information and shit. All I want to do is look at their menu. They got to fuck with me. This is so dumb. Get the fuck out of here.
Lol.
It's so stupid.
I'll pause the big counter for now since he has to put in his
Now they're going to
address.
select the store and shit, which I don't want to do.
Phil, no, hold on, Phil. Phil, it's important for them to know what store you're ordering from. That way they can show you what that store has to offer you for the food. Because not every single store will have the same sort of fucking things available for them for the food you want. They need to know what store you're potentially ordering from, so they know what you can have.
Here, I'll do this. Oh, hold on a second.
Just to clarify, hold on a second. Who's Poppin was confused, saying did he just rip a massive burp? And Moki replied, no, that was Chad. To clarify, whenever Phil burps on stream, I press the burp button, which has a Phil burp sound effect. So it's not me burping, it's me pressing the button to make Phil burp to add one to the burp counter. Just to clear that up, I'm not burping down the fucking microphone. It's not me doing the fucking burping. Like, whenever Phil... So if Phil burps, I press this button. That is Phil burping. That's a legitimate Phil Burnell burp right there. I'll just fucking take it off now. But yeah, that is a... So yeah, it's not me. In case... No, just wanted to clarify. That's just me adding one to the burp counter whenever Phil burps.
Domino's will not deliver via a car. It's either store pickup or what is this called? Car side delivery? What does that mean? It means they deliver it to a car? So Domino's won't even deliver to my house, according to this. So I would actually have to go through an ordering service. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. I typed in my zip code.
Well, like, I guess Domino's is off the menu. Since Domino's won't deliver to his fucking home, I guess he's not ordering at Domino's.
And it says... There are Domino's near me, but the only service is available. Oh, wait, what if I hit... Hold on. Yeah. Okay, they want me to enter my... Oh, my God. See how stupid this is? Oh, my God. I just want to fucking look at the menu.
Who fucking
They won't even let me
cares?
look at the menu. Okay, they will do it. They will deliver. This is the dumbest fucking thing ever. Yeah, see, but now this won't go away. Dude, this is really pissing me off. I can't even look at the menu without it showing all the store information and shit. And obviously, I don't want to put that on the stream. All right, well...
Why? We know you
what
left.
do I just do this? No, it still shows it. Look at this. This is fucked up. I literally can't show you because they're so dumb. They literally, like, dox the store. So I can't fucking... This is so stupid that I can't even do it on stream. I just have to read you the menu. Okay? So...
Oh my God. Jesus. He's not even going to show this website. Oh, you guys might see the store. The website docks the store. What, does he think the tractors are going to fucking ring that very store? I was like, yeah, my name is Phil Burnell. I made an order earlier on your website. Can I change several things to my order? Nah. Oh, for God's sake.
They have Parmesan stuffed crust hand-tossed. It says it's a garlic seasoned crust with a rich buttery taste. They have crunchy thin crust. Thin enough for the optimum crispy to crunchy ratio and square cut to be perfectly shareable. New York style. Hand stretched thin and cut into 6 big foldable slices, offering a perfect balance of sauce, cheese, and crust in every bite.
Oh yeah, do we count this as a bag? He is, you know, it's a definitely a bag. I'll start a bag counter now.
Right. Okay. What is handmade pan?
Who fucking cares?
2 layers of cheese, toppings to the edge, baked in a pan for a crust that is golden and crispy with a buttery taste. And they even have a gluten-free crust. Domino's pizza made with a gluten-free crust is prepared in a common kitchen with the risk of gluten exposure anyway. It says, Domino's does not recommend this pizza for customers who have celiac disease. And if you have gluten sensitivity, you should exercise judgment in consuming the pizza. So then why would you even get it? if you're ordering a gluten-free pizza, but outright says the pizza's probably not gluten-free, then why get it? Why even offer that? Wow. Anyway, if we go with Domino's, okay, I'm definitely gonna get the new stuffed crust, okay? Now, if we get the other one, I've had hand tossed, okay? I've had New York style. I'm not getting gluten-free because it's not even really gluten-free, which is pretty funny. Handmade pan or crunchy thin crust, I'll be honest, I think thin crust pizza is a complete ripoff. It's like eating it on a cracker. So imagine if you get the regular one, it's heavy and it's doughy, it's got all this value to it, and then you get the thin crust, and they charge you exactly the same amount of money, but it's like thin and like no heft to it and no substance. It's a ripoff, right? So I would say probably Parmesan stuffed crust, and then either New York style or handmade pan. Hand toss is just their regular one, you know. So I'd probably get either handmade pan or New York style. I'm curious what they have. Let's look at the specialty pizzas. Oh God. So much fucking meat. Ugh. Honolulu Hawaiian has what? Ham and bacon? Ham and bacon and pineapple, shredded provolone, and green peppers.
Who
Ham
fucking
and bacon.
cares?
Ugh, that's too much meat. Maybe I'd get one or the other. The deluxe Wisconsin 6 cheese. Ew, spinach and feta? Spinach and feta pizza? They actually don't have that many. They have the extravaganza, which basically is the ultimate works. Has like everything. They have the pizza, which is all the meats. Philly cheesesteak, you know what that is. It's the beef with the white sauce and peppers. Pacific Veggie, which is just their vegetable pizza. Honolulu Hawaiian, which is the 2 meats, the pineapple, and the peppers. Deluxe, which is kind of a toned-down version of the extravaganza. It doesn't have as many. It's still like a supreme pizza, though. Ultimate pepperoni, which is just a ton of pepperoni. Wisconsin 6 cheese, which is just what it says, 6 cheeses, or the spinach and feta, and that's it. They only have that much, actually. I'm curious what their appetizers are.
Who fucking cares?
They have loaded tots. Philly cheesesteak loaded tots, cheddar bacon loaded tots, and melty 3 cheese loaded tots. Sounds so weird. Tots. It's just tots. Tots. It sounds bizarre, doesn't it? Tater tots or just tots.
Shut up, bitch!
Odd. And at a pizza place is also bizarre, right? Anyway. All right, so honestly, if I were to get this, where are the breadsticks? Stuffed cheesy bread, pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread, spinach and feta stuffed cheesy bread, bacon and jalapeno stuffed cheesy bread. Then they have different bread twists. They're not cheesy, they're like a twisted bread. So they have Parmesan, garlic, cinnamon. Then they have Parmesan bread bites, which is like little bread nuggets. Then they have a cheese dip. Ugh.
What's
I
wrong
don't
with
think
that?
Papa John's. Oh, here's what Papa John's looks like right now. I turned off the background by accident. Here's what Papa John's looks like right now. So there's their epic stuffed crust. Do they even have anything special right now? Do they have any special pizzas? So what do they have? They have original, garlic epic stuffed crust, regular epic stuffed crust, New York crust, thin crust, and gluten-free crust. I've never had the Papa John's New York style, so I don't know what that would be like. To be honest, okay, my wife wants Papa John's. She says, I really hope you don't get Domino's. I would much prefer Papa John's. So I'm definitely leaning towards Papa John's. Now, what do they have? See, they have crazy specialty pizzas, right? Look, the works, the meats, zesty Italian trio, super Hawaiian, ultimate pepperoni, barbecue chicken bacon, fiery buffalo chicken, Philly cheesesteak, pepperoni sausages and 6 cheese, cheesy Alfredo, spinach and tomato, garden fresh, Tuscan 6 cheese. Wait a minute. They don't have hamburger pizza anymore? They totally used to have a hamburger pizza. I guess they got rid of it. Huh. I remember I used to like go to a Papa John's, just like sit outside of it when I went to another business, and they had that. But I guess they don't have it anymore, right? Papa John's has your vote, Battle Dog? Yeah, I would want to do 2 different pizzas for sure, like totally different kinds. So the cheeseburger pizza, it used to have lettuce, tomato, pickles, ketchup, mustard, American cheese, and hamburger meat on pizza. That's what it was. But I guess they've done away with it because they don't have it anymore. I'm shocked because I know they used to have this as like a staple of their menu. They don't have it anymore. So I'd probably do maybe a stuffed crust, and then I'd probably do a New York style, okay? Maybe for the New York style, I go for like an ultimate pepperoni. And then maybe for the stuffed crust, I do like a more regular one. My wife really likes Hawaiian. I don't know if we would get Hawaiian though. I'd have to ask her. Or maybe just get the works. Stuffed crust, something like that. Epic stuffed crust is literally just stuffed crust. There's nothing, it's not any better. It's just stuffed crust. I've had it before and it was actually quite good.
Who fucking cares?
I'll tell you this, no matter what I get, I am not getting the garlic crust. That shit is nasty. All they do is they take like this fake ass garlic butter and they paint the crust. They do it everywhere now too. You can get it at any of these fast food pizza places. They just paint the crust. So there's no real garlic in it. It's just like a sticky, gooey ass, slimy, oily crust. And it smells of garlic. Like, I don't want that. It's disgusting. If you actually had some real roasted garlic on there, maybe I would want it. But it's gross.
Who fucking cares?
Okay, what are their sides? Chicken Parmesan Papa Bites. Oh. Jalapeno Papa Bites. Oh. Ugh, I don't like the cheese. Maybe I'll get some Papa Bites. That's kind of cool. And you get like a dipping sauce, like a ranch sauce. I might do that. That looks pretty good. Yeah. I mean, they do wings there too, but I don't think we want wings. Probably not. By the way, isn't it funny that I can actually look at the Papa John's menu without having to put in any address information and doxing a store? Isn't that great?
Who fucking cares?
Papa, what are Papa? Oh, we just looked at these Papa Bites. Oh, so they had their own menu. Ew, Oreo cookie Papa Bites. Ew. I might get one of these two. Chicken Parmesan or jalapeno Papa Bites. Both of those sound good to me. So I'll probably get one of those, and I'll probably get an epic stuffed crust and a New York style. All right, I think we figured it out. I just don't know what toppings to get. I want to check with my wife. But I'm definitely feeling like a pepperoni. Like I feel like the Ninja Turtles would want like an ultimate pepperoni pizza, right? All right. Yeah, maybe. Well, yeah, I know my wife likes Hawaiian, so she would probably want a Hawaiian. All right, I think that's what we're gonna end up doing. To be honest, like I know that Domino's, oh, but their stuffed crust is new, but it's not. Like I looked into it, it's literally the same as everyone else's stuffed crust. They claim it's Parmesan stuffed crust. It's not. There's no Parmesan in the crust. It's just on top of the crust. It's the same as everybody else's. Okay, and we've had Domino's. Like my wife and I had Domino's. We had the New York style. It was gross.
You know, cause you went and stopped showing the menu or stopped the counter, but he's still talking about the fucking pizza. So is it still part of the bag? You know, I've got a feeling it'll end soon anyway. Don't worry.
It actually was like ultra salty and just not good flavor at all. We had the hand toss isn't very good. I just feel like if I'm gonna order all this pizza, I want to get a pizza that's good that we're gonna enjoy and want to eat more of. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll do a stuffed crust. We'll do a New York style, two completely different styles of pizza for those two, and then we'll do one of those bites probably. I'll ask her to figure out what my wife which one she wants. Okay?
Who fucking cares?
There you go. So and I'm gonna order when she gets home from work. We'll go downstairs. I'll order and we'll get it delivered and all of that. All right, good stuff. All right, so I got a $2 tip from Flatman B. Would you be willing to eat anchovies? I've never had an anchovy before. Here's the thing, like at first sound or first glance, you might say, oh, it's probably gross, right? But I don't think so. Maybe it's good. If it is such a popular pizza topping, right? If it's common, then maybe it's not bad. Maybe it's just there's a misconception. Oh, by the way, the top tip is $10, not $20. I put the wrong thing. It was a $10 tip earlier. I think there's a misconception of certain things. Like for example, when it comes to, wait, what are we at now for contributions then? If it's a 680, how many tips did we get? No, we're right. It's around, yeah, I think we're correct. I think that's the right amount. But anyway, what I was going to say was, there's this misconception about certain food. You know, when I was a kid, I used to think shrimp was a bug. So like, oh, it's disgusting. Who wants to eat bugs? Now I eat shrimp, I'm like, dude, these are absolutely delicious, okay? There was this one time I went to a Thai restaurant, and they had a fish on the menu. And I said, I'm going to try that fish, because I never tried it before. And they brought it out, and the fish had all of the scales and everything on it. I'm looking at it like, oh no, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I thought this was going to be scaled, and, you know, presented as maybe like a fillet or something. And I was like, this is going to be disgusting. And I took my fork, and I put it into the fish, and I started to tear. Everything came off absolutely perfectly easy. It fell right off the bones. I put it in my mouth to eat it. It was absolutely amazing. I was shocked how delicious it was. And it looked bad, but it tasted great. So,
fucking cares?
The way I see it, I feel like maybe, even though anchovies sound weird, oh, little mini fish on my pizza, the whole fish, maybe they're really good. Especially because, again, people are bringing them up as a common topping. But I've never had an anchovy, so I don't know. Maybe I would try it someday. Probably not today. Okay. All right, so folks, we got everything done we wanted to get done on the show. Thank you for that. All right, now, let's get some support on the stream. Right now, we're at $32. Let's get it up to 50. Who's going to bring it to 50 right now? Let's get a super chat. Let's get a first membership of the day. How about some subs? We got no subs over on Kick today. For the Ninja Turtles Pizza Party event, we have no subs.
No.
Let's get some subs for pizza. Let's do it. I know you guys want the 5 Nights at Freddy's Torture-thon. You guys have talked about it for several weeks now. All right? Let's get it going. Let's make it happen.
No.
Let's get some support right now.
No. That ain't going to happen because we have won. Bingo has been victorious. I knew he'd start begging again straight away. I knew he'd start fucking begging again. So we have, free spaces from begs alone. That was like fucking 5 of them, okay? So 5 for the begs.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
Plus the 2 free spaces we had at the start of the stream as well. Thanks to Anders Pack and Who's Poppin'.
Burger.
So there we go.
Full house. Oh boy. How exciting. Anyway.
How far behind live DSP? Not very far. We're only like 4 minutes behind live DSP. We can go live right now.
Let's take a look where we are in this right now together.
This is live DSP.
Before we actually start with the gameplay segment. Shout out to Jay Calva, who just gifted a sub. Thank you, Jay Calva. That's the first gifted sub of the day.
Who fucking cares? No. Maths did not win bingo. The people won bingo. I'm not going to fucking start praising fucking maths. Fuck off. No. Maths won bingo. Nah. I refuse. I'm not gonna praise math. No. Bingo's victorious. Hold on, before we continue, before we even go on, let me update the bingo prize fund. That bingo prize fund is now up to 44 buckaroos. Good stuff indeed. Look at the name of the person who got the kit gifted. Jesus Christ, I missed that. Buy condo to impress realtor. I love how the real is capitalised in the kick name.
Before we actually start with the gameplay segment, shout out to Jay Calva, who just gifted a sub. Thank you, Jay Calva. That's the first gifted sub of the day. I appreciate that. Hopefully that will get some momentum going over on Kick.
I'm not going to say the name of the person that got the sub.
That gets to $38 of support. The game is booting right now. I also just received a $9 tip. All this talk of pizza has now made me hungry. I'm not shocked. That does happen. Whenever I talk about food or I do a DSP tries it, that's good. People are like, oh my god, I'm hungry now. So, sorry if you weren't intending to eat anytime soon and now you're hungry. But thank you for the tip. We're now up to $47 of support.
And who cares? So Phil's going to play gameplay for a while and then stuff his face full of pizza later on. Who fucking cares? That's taffy. Guys, I think I'm going to wrap up there. A nice, easy bingo victory today. Of course, helped on the way by Free Spaces, courtesy of Phil Biggin, and also thanks to you guys as well, being very kind and generous and all that jazz. We shall return tomorrow with some more bingo antics, and hopefully we can keep the full house run going. Yeah, fingers crossed we can get our full house tomorrow. I will live you direct to stream. I think WPIG are live right now, so I'll live you direct you guys to WPIG. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Whatever you end up doing for the rest of your Wednesday. And yeah, also I'll live you direct to WPIG as well. I'm going to end the stream, know how I always end these streams, by putting notorious PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. So guys, I do hope you all enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.